Good morning. Good morning. I have done a pinned message that puts all of my feelings into one pinned message. I am screaming and it is first thing. I am so sorry. Let me turn myself down. Not on your end, on my end. I'll stop yelling. Steffi, you are indeed first. Good morning. Welcome on in. How you doing? Robert, thank you for the egg. I saw you react egg to the thing yesterday. Thank you. Thank you for the egg. I appreciate your egg. Fantastic. Sabrina, how are you doing? Slalom. Slalom. How goes it? Let me switch screens. 2 hours. At a push, 2 hours. It's my fault. The thing is, I can't even be mad. I have literally no one to blame but myself, but I am exhausted. Hi. But I didn't want to ruin my sleep schedule, so I was like, I don't want to go to bed now, because it's like 9 a.m. If I go to bed now, then I'm just gonna sleep throughout the day. I don't want to do that. I don't want to ruin my sleep schedule. So hi, we are gonna go live and we are gonna do our stream for the day. It just might make no sense. I've also decided to take on kind of a big project, and that's okay. That's okay. Big project? Big project. It's big project time. Because I want to do something fun. Listen, I had ideas. I woke up and I was like, I saw the prompt because I went to bed at 4 a.m. and I woke up at 6. So I saw the prompt because the prompt posts at like 5 a.m. our time, which is normally when I try and wake up, but I was like, I'm not doing 1 hour's sleep. I'm not doing that. 2 hours, I still don't want to do, but I will do that. Did you just shower? Yeah. Can you tell because my hair's all sticking up? Yeah. Yeah, I just showered again. I did though because I felt gross. Also, Dog Crib, good morning. I tried reacting jelly but couldn't find the second L. It's alright, I'm Jilly, just small Jilly. To be fair, everyone over there calls me crafty, but I think it makes sense because like, I don't call myself crafty because I know other crafties already and I'm like, they were crafty first. I'm not gonna be crafty because I already know crafties. But if they don't know other crafties, then it makes sense. I'm becoming crafty in a lot more places. Dear. A bit frizzy, yeah, you look like you're in an early 2000s. You know what? I either want to be in an early 2000s boy band or I want to be the floor, one or the other, or maybe I want to be both. I want to be an early 2000s boy band member who is camouflaged with the floor. It's a very specific style. Also, I noticed this earlier on camera. I was like, I look like I'm about to cry. I'm not about to cry. It's because my canvas is white and like the light is glaring up at it. So I just look really, I look like I'm gonna cry any second. I'm not. I'm fine. I just caught a look at myself before stream and I was like, am I okay? Like, is something wrong with me? No, it's because we're doing digital art to start stream today, because I want to do animatic. Yeah. Also, Hoheim, good morning. I've had ideas also. We love ideas. But we are maybe being a bit, what do you call it? I don't know what the word is. Overestimating ourselves. We're being a bit hopeful. We're putting our fingers crossed and being like, I hope I have time for this. We'll see. I made art while I was gone. It's not the best, but I did make it. We did dailies. Hell yeah. You want to see some art? You want to see some art we made? I'm actually kind of pleased. Oh, I bent it. I was going to say, I'm kind of pleased with the presentation of this, but overnight I've ruined the presentation of this. It's all bent now. Perfect. Perfect little bent artwork. I made this yesterday. It's big, by the way. You can't read. This is the size of like the normal ones. I don't know why. This one ended up huge. Like I needed so much more space than usual, so it's big. We made a huge boy. Also, thank you for the followers. Very kind of you. Look at my big boy. Look at my big boy machine. There he is. Oh dear. Yeah, he's large. I don't know why he's so large. I think because I had a migraine. I misread the prompt yesterday, which is why I had a migraine in my defense when I was reading it. It said resource mining. Vine. Mine and Vine do be looking similar. Mining. Resource vining. So here's my Vine I don't know. Yesterday was a bit of a flop of a day, but I enjoyed myself. I was like, you know what? I'm making the wrong thing anyway. I might as well have fun with it. Yippee! Here's my Vine sweeper. I need to roam by the end of next month, and I'm already starting on a huge painting. Yes, Hoheim. Big! Oh, group portrait. Group portrait hard as well, but good. Cool. Very cool art. You just look tired. I'll take that, because that's honest and true. I am tired. I'm bloody tired. Women love hearing this. No, to be fair, like, you're so right, though. I'm exhausted. People are going to come in and be like, Jelly, you were right, Steve. I'm like, no! No, I'm at the level of I've really just not slept, and I am very energetic because of it, and I'm probably gonna fall asleep. So we're probably gonna do like a few hours. I want to stream as much of this as possible, because otherwise when we do animations historically is when I get the most people coming and being like, is this AI? Are you doing AI? Is this AI? And it's like, no, it's stop motion. No, it's not AI, it's stop motion. It's stop motion animation, it's not AI. But I thought I'd record as much of it as possible, just because that way when people are like, is this AI? Are you doing AI? No. Stop motion. To be fair, it's like literally 1 or 2 people. It's not that many, but also it's nice to have the evidence of like, nah, I actually made this, other than like the physical evidence of like having the embroideries at the end, I suppose, which I also have. I still have all the stuff from the Iron Mouse one, except for like a few frames I've given away. Oh dear. 4 meter wide for the whole polycule? Oh hell yeah. Oh, that is large. That is large. It's large. Large boy. I love Vinesweeper. Thank you. I like Vinesweeper too. It's not that good, but I like it. I'm a fan of it. It wasn't what I was meant to make, but I'm okay with it because I think it's cute. It's cute. It's just doing his job. He's just a little guy. He's floating around. Oh, you want to see finished frogs as well? Finished frogs. I've not mounted this one at all. The other ones have been like pinned in place. The frogs, I'm not exactly sure how I want to mount it yet, because I'm almost tempted to get like an oval to do it like a family portrait like style, like traditional. However, look at the frills. He's so 3D. He's so 3D and cool. Wait, there you go. Look at his little squishy. He's got a little squishy frills. He doesn't look that 3D, but he is squishy and he's got good texture to him. I love them. They are little guys. I love frogs. So yeah, we made this on Saturday. I did stream some of that. I think I could stream like 5 hours of it. I think this one ended up taking way longer than I thought though, because I also remade the background because I was like, I wasn't happy with it the first time. So I think this one ended up taking 14 hours. And then yesterday's one took a really long time as well. I also redid the graphic stuff for that too. And then also I wasn't well in the morning, so I started with a detriment, but it's all right because I so far I like everything I've made for Chromacore. Some of them are better than others. I understand that, but I'm actually proud of everything I've made so far. So we're touching the wood, but I'm actually quite happy. Some of them, again, I've done better than others as well. Like the first 2 did much better than the second 2, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm actually quite happy with everything. The other thing is, the heckin' frogs, Shiny, my husband, said it was his favorite thing that I've ever made. He really likes the frogs. Which I'm like, you know what? It doesn't actually, at that point, does it matter to me what anyone else thinks? Nah. It's his favorite thing I've ever made. Like, full stop. I was like, oh. Oh, then take care, non-crab. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. I hope it goes good. And just mind the vines. Yeah, mind the vines. And I miss vines. Buying aphid. Yeah, exactly. Gotta eat those delicious protein aphids. Industrial is a really unfortunate prompt for embroidery. See, that's what Cynic said, because I was awake. That's what Cynic said when going through them. But I'll be honest, I was actually quite looking forward to the industrial prompt this year. And it's a shame that it happened on a day where I was having a migraine, because I really just couldn't dedicate as much time as I normally would want to it. But although I did end up dedicating a lot of time anyway, but it wasn't a good day for me because I just wasn't well anyway. But I'll be honest, I actually was really looking forward to that day. That was something I'd been practicing and stuff like that. So I was like, I kind of hope that I'd felt better yesterday, so I could have given it my all. I'm still happy with what I ended up making, but I do feel like I could have done better. But that's okay. I'm still proud of what I made. I like my little vine sweeper. He's doing his best. Stop motion, but S Club 7 told me don't stop moving. Can't you feel the music? DJ's got us spinning around. I don't know. Turning around. We all danced around a big bonfire in the evening and drank a wee bit too much this morning, but was interested to see to wake up to. So much better than bread slices. Delicious. You love the frog. Thank you, Zol. Also, good morning, Zol. I hope you're doing well. Oval for froggies is a beautiful idea. Yeah, like just like an old-fashioned family portrait style. I think it would just fill the space better, which is why I haven't mounted it on the rectangle, because I'm just like, I don't want to waste it if I then want to move it later. So I'm considering my options with them, but we'll get there. You're like, oh, you did the frog. Thank you, Steffi. I like the frogs too. I think it's 3D. I think so too. I could have sworn I heard. I did scream. Yeah, I think I did scream instead of stream. They're very similar. My words I'm not going to make any sense today, but I'm going to do my very best because I had a lot to explain as far as what we're doing today. Do you wanna? I think I've given it like 10 minutes, right? People are filtering in. We're good. Altira, have a lovely, lovely look. Take care of yourself. 10 out of 10 a keeper. Hell yeah. You made a huge cosplay. Yeah, but the frogs is a favorite thing he's ever seen that I've made. He likes the frogs. I'd embroider over bent craft wire to piping. So yeah. So that's it's cool. There is actually a name for that. I've done it before. I actually did it for Chroma Core last year, which is called stump work. So if you do stump work embroidery, you bend a wire through your piece, normally the outside of your piece, and you run a thread around it, and then you run a thread through the piece, and then you just fill it in with a lot of thread. I did that literally last year for Chroma Core. So this is a skill that I've had for a minute. And yeah, when you, at the end of it, you trim it very, very carefully so that you don't trim the threads, you just trim the fabric that it's based in. You can use, sometimes if you use a polyester base, add a little bit of like heat to it and it sort of melts the fabric into the threads, and then you can create posable embroideries. Now, the reason I don't do that for dailies in Chroma Core is because it takes a bloody long time. It is probably one of the slowest embroidery skills I've ever come across. It can take you days to make a piece about this big, they are beautiful pieces, especially if you use them in like jewelry or like one-off bits of like art and stuff like that. They're absolutely stunning pieces. Stump work is beautiful, but it is so slow for a daily art challenge. It's something that I could only ever do for the cadet at the beginning, which is what I did last year. I did it for Waffles, who was my cadet last year, but I wouldn't do it for the dailies because I simply don't have time to do stump work every day. Oh, bark. Ah, dear. Old mirror trimming. Yeah, I need to oval frame pieces. Yeah, with like the yeah. You get the vibe. That's what I'm thinking. So you're gonna scream every day of Chroma Core? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, kind of. It's a lot. We're busy, but yeah, it's been good so far. Again, I'm happy. I'm proud of every piece we've made so far. For those who haven't seen, actually, do you want to do like a quick rundown of where we're at? Because I have like 5 pieces to show now. Because I have my cadet and then the other ones. I still think prompt 2 is my favorite piece personally. But that's, you know, personal taste, and also like I'm really proud of how that turned out for something that I hadn't really done before. So my cadet, which was for the first one, there you go. That's my cadet. Her name is Millie. We love her. I love Millie. We have a lot of Millie fans here, but I am Millie's #1 fan, and you can't take that away from me. That's Millie. Then we had making another cadet in my style, to which I did Bella's, who their name was Araz, but they've changed to Bella, so Bella now. I did Bella's Cadet Oil, which I need to mount properly because I'm just kind of holding it, but that's okay. And then I did, again, it's not properly mounted, but like, this is probably one of my favorite pieces that I've ever made, and I really, really like how this turned out. I honestly think it looks even better in person than it does on camera, and that's cool, because like, obviously with the camera stuff, I do color correction and stuff like that to make sure it looks like it should. I actually think it looks better in real life, even still, and I'm really pleased with that one. After that was the frogs, which is a lot of other people's favorite, which is fair. It is mushroom frogs, and it's got wonderful texture, very aesthetic, very, very, very textural, very nice. I like it. We did frogs after that, and then what was yesterday's. And again, while I will say I think yesterday's is my weakest piece so far, I did this with a migraine. Like, I did this with a migraine, and I'll be honest. Hell yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's also industrial design, but again, I feel like I could have done better. I feel like I could have done better. Cynic said it in stream, they were like, oh, you know, that's a hard pull for an embroidery artist, but like, I still feel like I could have done better than this. But I'll take it on the back, and like, I'll take it on back, I won't take it to heart. I don't know. I'll learn from this. I'll learn from this. Also, reread the prompt more than once. Read the prompt more than once. It doesn't say Vine, it says mine. Read the prompt. This is read the prompt. So I've learned a lot from this piece. Read the prompt. I Googled what insectoid meant today to make sure that I was on the right route, because although I don't have a migraine right now, I'm so tired. I'm like, well, I could be making stuff up in my head. Who knows? Who honestly knows? I could just be making it up. But yeah, so I Googled it. I Googled the words to make sure I knew what they meant. And because I do want to do a more insecty insectoid. In fact, I want to go very heavily based on a caterpillar. Oh, I'm gonna die. My egg, there's a thing stuck in my throat. Ah. Love. Okay. Ooh, that's good. I love, my favorite thing so far this Chroma Core has been that I've been yelling so much. I want the music louder. That I've been yelling so much, my voice is just in a constant state of breaking or about to break. Just constantly. Although I don't think any of them has been quite as bad as when Kuro came in last stream and I yelled their name and it went, poor Kuro did not deserve. I wonder what frogs taste like. I kind of want to eat it. You want to eat my art? They probably taste like a mixture of mushroom and meat, which I think would probably be pretty good, pretty savory. Love that photo. Ah, bless you. Take it on the back. Just take it on the back. Just take it on the back. It's just whatever. I've forgotten the phrase. It's okay. We'll get by. Be unhinged. What is an uninsecty insectoid? Well, okay, let me get the Google definition back up again because I don't trust myself. You want the Google definition of insectoid? I got you. Insectoid. I literally have already Googled it this morning. There you go. Insectoid is a term used to describe a creature or object that shares physical or behavioral characteristics with insects or arachnids, particularly in science fiction and fantasy concepts. So in inspiration, insectoid creatures are often inspired by real-world insects, arachnids, but they can be significantly larger or smaller or possess other unique adaptations. In science fiction and fantasy, the term is frequently used in science fiction and fantasy to describe alien races, monsters, or even robots with insect-like appearances. So basically, it's insecty. It's got to be insecty. And so I'm going to make an insecty insect. I'm basically giving a job to a caterpillar. So I want to do a caterpillar mad scientist. That's my vibe. I want to do a design where it's not gonna be gory, but it's gonna be a bit intense. But it's mad science. But I'm gonna keep it very PG-ish. And I want it to be that there is a little caterpillar scientist living in their house, looking at all the butterflies and being like, I want to be that. So they catch a load of butterflies, cut off their wings, sew them together, and create like a big wing for themselves out of all the small butterfly wings. And then also like cut off their antennas and stick them on their head and stuff like that. So basically, instead of just waiting to become a butterfly naturally, they dissect other butterflies and like use them to create like a butterfly adaptation wing kind of thing. And I want him to sew it to himself. And I have some plans. I have seven vibes, a whole seven. Somene, good morning, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Somene, I've slept like 2 hours. I'm a sleepy bean. But yeah, I want to make it, yeah, like a Frankenstein butterfly. Also, Lovey, good morning. Welcome on to this Shifty, good morning. How are you both doing? I hope you're both doing good. 7 vibes, Ariana Grande. Is that you? Yeah, yeah. We're gonna make Ariana Grande. Dear. What did I come into? No, hey, I'm just terrified. A vibe. Yeah, that's my default mood. That's so fair. That's so fair. It's my default mood while I'm here too. We're all got the same default mode, which is But yeah, so my plans, oh god, my plans, my goals, you want to hear them? So I will first of all be working backwards. I told you someone was gonna notice. It's not. It's cause okay. So I have my drawing tablet on, and it's got a white screen, so it's reflecting up at my eyes, and because of that, it makes it look like I'm about to cry. I'm not about to cry. I'm good. I'm very happy. I'm like in the overtime. No, don't apologize. It's hilarious. It's fine. It literally was the first thing I noticed when I turned my camera on. I was like, why do I look so sad? What has happened? What happened to me that I don't know about? Why am I so sad? Could be better. I really don't want to be at work today. No. Shrifty, I'm sorry. I hope the D&D went well last night though. I'm sorry that I was very absent. I was rushing to get my stuff finished, so I was just like, ugh. But I hope it went good. You know what? I'm gonna do a Frankenstein's butterfly piece at home when I get back home. Hell yeah, gonna share that. Oh, well, I mean, go for it. I will be doing mine today, but do you want to hear how we're gonna do it? I want to make an animatic, guys. Guys, I've never made an animatic. I want to make an animatic. Why? Probably because I'm overtired. Probably because I'm not thinking straight. Probably because I'm not thinking straight because I'm overtired because I've slept like 2 hours. I want to do an animatic. So we're going to be working backwards, which means we're going to be doing the finished like character design, because I don't know how much we're going to get done today. I don't know. So we're going to do the last bit first and then work backwards, and then whatever I have, because I don't think planning to do it from start to finish on stream and just planning, I'm going to be able to do that. It's probably very smart. So yes, we're going to be making the character first, like doing the full body shot and everything like that. So we know what he looks like. I believe the phrase is tweening? Animators, please tell me if I'm wrong. All right, you could tell me that I'm right as well, and I'd like that. But tell me if I'm correct. Tweening. But I think in live 2D, so like kind of using that to make the final piece move so it fits the rest of it. But the rest of it's gonna be frame by frame, so. But like easy frame by frame. Easy. Much easier than the ones we've done before, because I'm just gonna be cutting the fabric out and doing the outline. I'm not gonna be doing all of the in-betweeny bits. And I have 7 things that I want to do. Ariana Grande, who specifically, the last one is just the body, everything all in one, everything all together. And then the other 6, I've got, do you want to see my stupid early morning sketches? I can show you them. They're literally, wait, I can show you them in my book. They're still in there. They also, thank you for the followers, very kind of you. Joining a kind of a wild stream. I want to make an embroidery animatic in one day. We're gonna see if we can do it. I don't know if we can, but we're gonna give it a go. Oh, you can see my frogs. There's my frogs. So I have him in the top. Look at him. He's looking out the window and he's like, I'm sad. I want to look like the butterflies out there. He's got a little mirror in his hand, and then he locks in, and then and he's gonna catch some butterflies. Oh, where am I? Oh God, where am I? He's gonna catch some butterflies. He's gonna stitch them together. He's gonna make a little potion, and then he's gonna cut off their antennas, and then there he is, my happy little man. He's a good bean boy. He's gonna be off his face. I wanna do his eyes separately so that I can do like a hue shift on them in like digitally, so I don't have to make them multiple times, but also because I think that will look better, so that he can be like, whoa, yeah, because butterflies are all high as a kite, every single one. If you've ever seen a butterfly, that butterfly is high. I am making up insect lore. They're all high. Dear. Oh no, I need to catch up, I'm gonna paint it. Probably oil and, ooh, hell yeah. You're insane. No, you actually. Just figured, I'm just confirming it to us, but no way. It's not the first time I've done like an animation for Chroma as well, but this is a little bit more, different. It's not gonna be like full embroidery like we did last time, because like doing the hands. Also, why the hell did I pick to do hands? Let me do my first ever animation. I'm gonna do it in hands, and it's like, God, nightmare. But we'll be doing like more of like the fabric cutting and paper piecing and all that kind of stuff. So it will be more stop motion-y than it has been. We're also going to be doing a lot more layers. So the whole goal will probably be like embroider it while it's still in its original fabric and cut it out second to make sure that it holds its shape. I am tempted. Oh, I don't know. I snapped at you. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. I am tempted to nip out later and buy some card so that I can mount the pieces so that they look nice and flat. Because otherwise it might be a little difficult to do some of the stop motion that I want to do. But we'll see how it goes first. I don't know. I don't even know if we're going to get to embroidery on stream today, because I might fall asleep. I'm not sure. Again, I'm 2 hours of sleep. I'm very sleepy. Dear. Creating frames automatically between 2 keyframes. I think that is what I want to do. I think it is that. I think it is tweening. It comes the word in-betweener, which were assistants who would make the frames. Oh, I see. That's really cool, actually. I didn't know that at all. I'm finished. Finally, a beautiful butterfly. Yeah, that's Bug's Life, isn't it? We had that one on video. I didn't like it that much. I thought it was okay. I liked ants. I don't know why. They were both ant things, and I was like, I've got ants and I've got Bug's Life, and I liked ants. I just like the ant designs more, I think. Oh, God. How high? It's in the sky high. Sky high. Yes, they're all superheroes. Yes, I am. Where up on a house on a cliff? The sleep team, I preferred ants. Bug's Life was mid, but I only had bugs. Oh, I'm sorry. We had both, and I liked ants a lot more. It's been a while. You have to watch both ants and Bug Life back to back and decide which one you like better, and we will judge you. You're welcome to your opinion, but one of them is wrong. Let me give a little sip really quickly. Also, I don't know if I ever said, but thank you so much for the follow. It's very kind of you. Thank you anyone who follows. Apologies if I miss you. It's not on purpose. I'm going off on one today, I think. There was a movie called Ant Bully. Ooh. You're welcome to have your wrong opinions, but also don't expect us to accept you afterwards. God. All right. My brain is a small mush. I actually, you know what? I said I don't know if we're gonna get to the embroidery, but I think logically we're gonna have to get to the embroidery, because otherwise I'm not doing things. I guess I could plan it all first. what is more interesting to stream? Because I kind of just want to stream, like, if possible with these, the most interesting part of each design. And I feel like for this one, since I don't normally do anything animated, it would be the drawing the frames ready to make into embroideries, because it is a little different than drawing regular frames for animation, because you're drawing them in a way that makes them traceable to fabric. So I feel like that is probably the slightly more unusual part of the process. Again, it's not one that we haven't done before, because we did it for the Iron Mouse animation. We also did it for the 2 years ago in Chroma Core. We did it for an animation there. So it's not like we haven't done it before, but it has been a while, and I'm sure a lot of people here haven't seen it. But yeah, we got that to do. But then I probably should also prioritize getting the first piece done. Maybe. Why isn't the phone going off? Who wants to see me? Oh. That's fine. It's just all of my, just a group of, we've got like a group chat going on who are talking about their like favorite Shrek songs. That's gonna go off all day, I'm sorry. They're off on one at the moment. They were off on one last night, like before I went to bed as well, and they were all just arguing about their favorite Shrek songs. I think the OST for Shrek in general is a banger, so I don't have any like super strong opinions on it. I think you got a lot of good songs in there. I don't have like a standout favorite. I think a lot of them work really well. I think Shrek 2 is probably my favorite Shrek, but yeah, they're all good. I grew up in wholesome animated movies like Watership Down. You're right. No, your art is interesting, and you. I didn't get to have TV growing up on the cover, but I'm gonna have to go down a rabbit hole now. You got so many bug animated movies to watch. It's time. I think you should do what will give you the least headaches. Pun intended. The most interesting is when you stream something that you feel would be best. This is true, to be fair. I am bummed that I couldn't stream yesterday, because I had an idea. Well, I had the wrong idea relatively early, but I had an idea relatively early. I really enjoyed it. But I wish I could have done it on stream. I wish I could have. I just wasn't well enough. There was no way. Like, I was not in a. I was migraine as hell. It got much better as the day went on, but like the beginning of the day was rough. My favorite character from Bleach is Mad Scientist has an ability when he summons a giant caterpillar with a bait. Oh. The Shrek 2 OST slaps. Yeah, that's been basically my very mild opinion in this chat, in this discourse. I'm like, I like Shrek 2. And they're like, that's not what we want, Jelly. We want to know what the favorite song in all of Shrek is. And I was like, I'm sorry, I just think the OST is good overall. I don't have a specific favorite. I'm sorry. They have their own arguments over there. Oh, dear. I have a strong opinion on Shrek. What's your strong opinion? He's very handsome. You know what, though? I do get it. Yeah, you know what? Not even a hear me out. I understand and I get it. Thank you for the height. Hear him. Objectively, it's hot. Yeah, I need to get you in this group chat because you actually have an opinion. I don't have an opinion. I'm so on the sidelines for this. My phone is just gonna be like biz all day. But I'm like, I just think the OST is good in general. You know, we can keep talking about Shrek, but I probably should actually start stuff. I could pull up the pictures that I took, but they are but silly little drawings. It's fine. We'll get this one planned because this is going to be like my, again, like showstopper image. I'm putting this in this because I don't know how good this is going to look, but it's going to be my showstopper image. I'll be honest, the reason I immediately went to butterflies and caterpillars is probably because I have all these butterfly beads on my desk from yesterday's photography photo shoot for the stuff, so I have all of these nearby, so I was like, you know what? This bug is pretty cool. I like this one. Isn't this a good bug? Do we like this bug? I like this bug. I'll use this one. Easy. And then if I can't be asked to do embroideries of butterflies, oh ho ho, here's some we made earlier. They are buttons, and I like that. Good morning. How are you doing? Horizon. Sorry. Good morning. How goes it? I hope you're doing good. The baby caterpillar has an ominous baby. Ooh. I'm trying to finish the knit tank top. How's the blanket going? Or have you taken a break on the blanket? I hope that it's treating you nicer. Myra is such an insane character design. Everyone is beautiful or handsome. Change my mind. I can't and I won't. I refuse. I feel like that's a good opinion. Dear. I believe Taika that said Mayuri was a character design. It's self-indulgent character. That's also why he's been redesigned so often. It's cool. That's cool. I like Accidentally in Love from Shrek. It's by far my favorite. You see, you guys need to get in this group chat because I do not have strong opinions here. I've just been like the mildest of like, I think the OST is good. I think the song in the first Shrek So I'm gonna be really bougie now. Get ready for bougie Shrek opinions. I want to find out what it is. There's two that I can think of. I think one of them is from Shrek the Third, though, which is not my favorite Shrek film. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna double check that I do like this song. Shrek 1. You're gonna hear probably some Shrek in the background. Is it this one? I think it's this one. I think it's when they're fighting the Merry Men in the first Shrek. I like that song.
Shrek, maybe you shouldn't judge people before you get to know.
Maybe you shouldn't. Is it this one? Yeah, I like this one! It's stupid, and I like it.
Man, that was annoying.
Oh, you little...
And then this bit, yeah, when they all fight straight after. Yeah, because then they have it like the same song kind of vibes, but with the fight. Although it is, I guess, a remake of the main theme of Shrek, which I don't know. I like this remake. I like this remake, and I like people getting beat up. You know what? I'm a simple person. I never claimed any different. That one's really good. And then I think it's Shrek 3. I'm not spelling Shrek right. Anytime. Which is when the princesses attack. Yeah. What's the song called? She does like the little song, and it goes so well into the ah bit. It's so good. It's such a good switch. Yeah, it's such a good switch. I like that one. Okay, those two. There you go. I'll have to get that in the group chat for later. I've got two. I like the bit where they attack the Merry Men, and I like the bit where they. Oh, it's just the name of the song. The bit where the princesses attack. Yeah, I feel like both of those are pretty good. I like those ones. Cool. But I think I like the Merry Men one still my favorite. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's from the first one. I've seen the first one a lot of times, but I do like the Merry Men song. I think it is just a remake of the main theme, but it's good. I like it. And there's people getting beat up. I'm a simple person. Alright, I'm behind again. Taking a blanket break, that's very fair. But I got the whole repeat down. Glad to hear it. My typology says it's pretty fitting for us as a whole because we catch in the feels left, right, and center. Aww. This one I admit I haven't seen every. No, you're fine. I honestly only seen the first one maybe twice. I don't even remember if we've seen any sequels. Okay, so I will say I think Shrek 2 is the best Shrek. If you were looking for a Shrek 2 I think is really good. I think pretty unanimously. I think a lot of people like Shrek 2. Also, here's my little goober. I have gone down the goober route today. We're goober rooting. He is gonna have blood on his back though. Whoa, edgy little goober, because he's sewn in his own wings. So edgy. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is my little goober. For anyone who hasn't seen one of these sheets before, by the way, this is how I do my embroideries. It's so that I size it correctly. So the rectangle that's on the screen right now is the size of one of these boards, and this is kind of what I want to mount things on, so I don't want to go too much larger than the board, and it helps me work out a layout when I'm still at my early stages. So yeah, that's how I do that. So for instance, in this case, I'm like, well, I want him to fit in the middle of it pretty well. So I'd probably do him like that. Maybe a little smaller even, actually. Yeah, and then the extra space at the top I use to separate some of the elements that might need to be embroidered separately, because sometimes I can't do all the embroidery in one space, or I can't trace all of the embroidery in one space because I do trace the art from this. You're gonna see in a minute, I'm gonna draw this in a really thick black line. You're gonna be like, Jelly, that's so chunky and thick, and it's like, it's true. It's because I need it to like shine through the fabric, and so I need it to be quite thick so that I can definitely see it, especially if I'm using more pattern fabrics, which I do want to use. So yeah, we do that to make my life as easy as possible when it comes to transferring this image to the fabric. You can also print onto certain fabrics that are washable away, but I'm not going to be doing that during Chromacore, because if I have to wash my fabric is wet, and I do not want to deal with that, because that means I have to stay up later so that my fabric dries and stuff. So it's a whole palaver. It'd be good if I was doing multiple day projects, but for like a dailies, I'd rather just trace it straight onto the fabric and work with that. So yeah, we use the rectangle here to size it, and then I have the extra space on the other side. This is an A4 sheet, by the way. The extra space inside, which in this case is going to be for taking, like, because I want to do tweening later, to take away things like the wings, to move the hands off and stuff like that, so that I can embroider those on separate layers if I want to. I'll work out like a base layer that can wiggle all in one go. which is probably going to be, also if at any point I'm being really boring, just yell at me and be like, Jelly, this is boring and I don't care. And I'll be like, okay, I understand. I've heard you loud and clear. But yeah, if I had to guess, the bit that's going to be all in one go is going to be like this with like the coat, probably. It's like this is probably going to all be in one piece, and then one piece mentioned. And then the eyes are going to be in a separate piece, but it will be both eyes, unless I want them to blink, which could. But yeah, those are going to be a separate piece. I'm thinking the antennas will be a separate piece. Oh, actually, 2 seconds. The hair at the back will also be on the same piece. I don't know if this is hair or eyebrows yet. I'm thinking it might be eyebrows, but I'm going to keep calling it hair because initially it was going to be hair and I kind of changed my mind. So all of this, the glasses will have to be on a separate layer if I want to do them with the eyes tweened, but that's okay. So that's all in one layer. The next layer would be like the wings. The wings I'm going to have to do on a few different layers. You okay? There you go. So like getting the wings over here, that's a layer, this is a layer, and then like this is a layer. So those three are gonna be different layers. The arms are gonna be a different layer. So like you'll have this and this. The bottle here, I'm thinking to do digitally. I'm not sure. I might do the bottle digitally. I'm not exactly sure yet. That one's still kind of but basically what this means is by having these in different layers, all the bits that are separate will move separately. So like the wings can flutter up and down, these bits can like rock backwards and forwards, the eyes can change color, the eyes could also blink, to be honest. That would be kind of fun. The glasses will have to be on a different layer. So yeah, we're gonna prioritize this first because this is gonna be our ND piece and I want it to look really good, but there's a lot more. This is but one piece of the puzzle. I don't know how many pieces of the puzzle we will show you on stream, but they are real, and I am scared. Oh dear, Immigrant Fun, that's the name of the- oh, it's maybe the original song, I see. Or it could play the accordion. Hell yeah, the rest of us could do a cappella. Raw, I am the edge. Yes, you should be. In ministry, good morning. I miss my emo clothes. Get them again. Go to a charity shop, buy them back. It's never too late. To join the Black Parade, hell yeah. The One Piece is real. One Piece mentioned. Jelly, this is really boring. You're so right. I'm so sorry. What can I do? I can jangle some keys for you. Do I have anything I can jangle? Anything that I can do to keep your attention? I could spray you with cold air. That'd be kind of mean though. Probably not very good for my camera either. God, I have nothing jingly. Nothing jingly at all. Nothing wiggling on my screen. I can wiggle on my screen. My treasure, you can have it if you want it. I'll let you have it. Search for it. You can have it. I let everything in one place. Gonna hit up Dangerfield store. Do it. It's an alternative clothing store and has tons of Evo clothing. What the hell? I was about to say. Yeah, sorry, I can wiggle. You're lanky like a bunch of keys. Hell yeah. I'm trying to get like bulkier. It's hard. I've also lost weight. I'm really pissed. I managed to maintain the same weight for 2 years straight. I go to France one time on an eating holiday. Well, it's for a wedding, but like I go to France one time, eat tons of food, and I lose half a stone. I lost half a stone in a weekend and I haven't been able to get it back, and I'm so pissed because I managed to maintain weight for 2 whole years. Also, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, this is the problem. If I'm not careful with my diet, I lose weight really quickly. And so all the bulking I was doing is just, there it goes. And so I've been trying to gain the weight back for now the last like month. It's rough. It's rough. It's hard. I can't do it. And my body hates it. And some people are like, oh, such a problem. You're so lucky. Oh my god, you lose weight so easily. Listen, we all have our ideal body in mind and we're all working towards it, whether we're trying to gain or lose weight. And it's very frustrating when your body decides to do the opposite of what you want it to do. And I really didn't want it to lose half a stone in one weekend. We've done it before, but I didn't want to see it happen. And also, especially after I'd maintained for 2 whole years. I've been trying to get over a certain mark. I probably won't say it because I know sometimes mentioning weight specifically gets people quite upset, but I've been trying to get over a certain weight for like the last 6 months, and now that I've gone backwards again, I'm just like, half a stone, I find for you. I find for you, but yeah, I won't say how much because people, it's not good for people sometimes. stone, 2 kilograms. So if I put 0.5 stone, I lost 3.17 kilograms. 3.17 kilograms, right? Oh, no, wait. No, wait, it's more than that. It's 3.8, I think. Because there's, no, wait. No, it's like 4, wait, sorry. I need to do pounds to kilograms because this is confusing me. Let me do pounds to kilograms because I know I've lost 7 pounds. There you go. No, I was right. It is 3.17. Okay, 3.17. There you go. Yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, right. Which is a lot, and I'm not happy about it. I was gaining muscle. I've been trying to gain muscle for like 2 years now. What the hell? How do you lose weight from eating extra? I've got a stupid body. Really stupid. I'm not going to go into massive detail because it is like a full medical condition, but like my body is very dumb. Very dumb. It doesn't know what to do. It's like a change in schedule. Guess I die. Yeah, so it just struggles a little bit with other things. I have to keep a really close eye if I go abroad on my calories to make sure that I'm eating plenty. And because I don't know what I was eating, because it was an event. I didn't know the calories of what I was eating. I clearly miscalculated and I lost half a stone. Okay. But I'll get it back. I've got some new protein shakes I can drink throughout the day, but it's very frustrating. Looking like Crafty today? Thank you. I know that Pokemon. I know what that is. Dear. Do not weigh yourself in pebbles. Weigh yourself in pebbles. It's fun. Nap, good morning. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Good morning. Back in a bit? No, you're fine. Good luck with your crafts. The weight is hard. I've been working hard on it for over a year, and it's been hard, but I'm down over. Hey, GG's. It's super nice. Well done, Zol. Well done. Like, regardless of your goal, working towards goals is like, hell yeah. Look at you being a goal getter. Hell yeah. GG's. We'll get there soon too. 55, not 550. I really don't know kilograms that well. You could have told me 550 and I'd be like, yeah, sure, absolutely. Dear, 55 is still insane progress. Yeah, it is. Heckin' GG's. Those are any MTF people. I love that we've had this conversation. I'm gonna start drawing while we have this chat. We've had this conversation before, and it always makes me. I think it's very wholesome. It's a very silly conversation, but it's like a very wholesome, silly conversation, which is just like people swapping tits, and I think it's really funny. We've been like, you can have mine. Yeah, we'll swap sis. I don't know why. There's just something very wholesome about it. Just like, I don't want this. You do want this. Do you want to swapsies? You wanna swap tits? Hell yeah. The chest swap. 10 out of 10. Very funny. I think it's really wholesome. It gives me good vibes. I love the idea of everyone passing it around. The chest fat. Pass it around. Oh dear. I'm gonna give him a really cool collar. Like, he's gonna be so cool. He's gonna have the coolest collar, and all the other bugs are gonna be like, he has the coolest collar. He knows. He knows, but he tries not to rub it in. Actually, he probably would rub it in. I think he's quite vain. That's okay. You know what, if you've got a collar that cool, probably deserve to rub it in a little bit. There we go, just like get some little like fabric layers. They don't have to be super good at this point because it doesn't really matter. Once it gets across the fabric, a lot of these details will be a little lost anyway, so try and keep it relatively undetailed. Like that's good. Look at that, fabric layers, whippy. I just want it to look like it's too long for him. It's too long. Who got you this coat? It's too long for you. You need to get it tailored and altered. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm behind. I'm really trying to lose weight, but I'm happy I got back to doing sports. Hey, GG's also star. How are you doing? Good morning to you. I hope you are good. Oh dear. We are going kind of hard for today's prompt because I had an idea. I do think it's just my overtired brain being like, ha 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 ha. You can definitely do this. in the time limit, Jelly, and you should. And it's like, oh, you got it, brain. You want to go on, just for you. I don't know if I like the edge of this. I feel like it needs to poof out a little bit more. Like, he feels like he's a bit too... I guess unless I do this. Oh, actually though, that would be better. If this is all gonna move, having the straighter lines would probably be to my benefit, unfortunately. Bit boring, but sometimes needs must. Because again, if this is all getting animated, this is much easier for me to wiggle around in a weird shape. It's so true. It is so true. GG's all. GG's. Also, JH, good morning. How are you doing? I wish. Yeah, currency is also tits. It is. Just pass them around. If I put my foot in my mouth, where does this... What? But if they don't already have tits, how will they pay? I don't know. Unless you mean the bird. Yeah, they pay with birds. They pay with the space that isn't occupied with tits. True. Did Jelly already discuss how yesterday's entry went? I think not so good, but well, no. Let me phrase this correctly. I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself for what I made yesterday. Is it the best thing I've ever made? No, it is not. And I think that I could do better. I know industrial design is not super conducive to embroidery anyway, but even so, I do think I could have done better than I did if I hadn't had a migraine. Unfortunate timing on the migraine yesterday. It does happen. Like, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you get a migraine, or maybe you don't, but I do. So, we live with it, it's fine. And I'm still super proud. Like, so far in Chroma Core this year, I've not made a single piece that I'm not proud of, and I'm kind of fine with that. That's like, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like is all I could ask for. All I could ask for is like, yeah, you know, I'm proud of every piece that I've made, and I think all of them are pushing me as an artist, and I'm really happy with the stuff that and also I've had like a lot of really lovely feedback from both Cynics and also the other artists, where I feel like I'm achieving the goals that I set out to have as an artist, which is like, I want my art to make people happy. I just want to make silly little things and have a nice time with it, and I feel like I'm achieving that. So yeah, that's been really good. Like, when I've been in like the group chats and stuff, a few people have gone out of their way now to say how happy seeing the embroideries every day makes them, and honestly, that's really all I want. That's really all I want. I'm a simple bean. All I really want is to make people happy with my art. My art doesn't have any particular deepness to it. There's no depth here. I am not a deep person. So I just wanted to make people happy, and I'm really glad that it's been having that effect. Again, that's all I want. So yeah, happy days to be honest. I'm pretty good with that. I do also want to, like, of course, improve my art. Like, that's why I do Chroma Core every year, is to sort of self-improvement. But yeah, the main goal is always trying to make things that make people happy, and it seems like I am in fact succeeding, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Kind of want this to be like silly like this. Is this a bit silly? Yeah, but maybe it's also art. Maybe it's also art. Did we consider? It doesn't make any logical sense. But he's just a little goober. I don't want him to make logical sense. I want him to be weird. And I like the idea that his coattails are so long that they've become magical. His magical coattails, and they are so long, they pick up off the floor. Like, how cute is he? He's so cute. I love him. Alright, then we need this. I kind of want to go more like, yeah, like that. Like that kind of shape, yes. He's got little feet as well. He does have feetses. He does have feetses. He is kind of giving me a little bit the bad guy in Monsters, Inc., and that's okay. We'll live with that. He is meant to be a bit more wormy than that, but that's okay. We live. We live with what we get, and we get... I don't know what his name is, but the bad guy in Monsters, Inc. He is definitely more bug than human, and that's okay as well. I'm also okay with that. Randall? Not Randall. The boss guy, but good guess. The good guess, but not that guy. The guy that's like in charge. You know? Yeah, the crab man. Crab man. Okay, I think that's the base in, but I will be drawing all the layers. I'm gonna draw all the layers first and then come back to doing the base, I think, to make sure that I'm happy with everything. Although I say that, but that's not what I've done so far. I said that, but I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Oh, I'm so behind again. Zol, have a lovely lurk. I'm so sorry. This is not you. This is not you. This is boring. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Getting out of spot is actually what helped me lose the weight. I'm going to the gym now. The other way. Oh, fair. I mean, everyone's different. Everyone's different and everyone has their own journeys, and I don't think there's one right or one wrong as long as you are happy. I fear this market's I'm doing good. Did 2 prompts in one day and I feel very accomplished, as you should. I don't get migraines, but even when I get the slight coffee headache, I'm useless. That's super fair though. Headaches does make it difficult to think. You hate to hear that the world, clear on the outside, but it's fair. So there's complicated things happening. I don't know that I can do that today. Well done, Jelly. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Still thinking about hypervalidity anti-tits. I think that's quite funny. Anti-tits. Dear. The shape is sus? You think? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? What are you saying that I'm not saying? Even though it was the best they could do, I was worried migraine would prevent it fully. Yeah, no, I'm pleased with what I did yesterday as well. Mr. Water Noose. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. The Crab Man. Are they relevant? What the heck? That's what they remind me of. I have. Do I remember anything? No, Jelly's art reminds them of the water. Yeah. The crab guy. You're gonna tell me you don't see the crab guy? You don't see him? My crab guy. I want his arm to be longer. And there we go. He's just a little goober. He's just a little goober. I am mainly making him simple though, so that he's not too complicated to animate, because if I make him really complicated and then I try and animate him, it's gonna be like, huh? It's already kind of huh, because embroidery in it, but we'll try. Yeah. Give myself the best chance possible. Oh, you know what I could do, which would be cute? I could give him pleats. I could make it pleated, because logically it would actually make sense that it'd be pleated, because of all the things in it. It would actually make kind of sense that it would be pleated, and I like that. I like the idea that it's like, oh, he's such a beautiful princess. He's beautiful. Look at his pleated lab coat. Wait. I love. He looks like a horse. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's too complicated, and I don't want to put the things in each time. But I do like it. I do like it. It gives me good vibes. I could put like 1 or 2 pleats in it, to be fair. I could do like a. Yeah. I can make the bottom a little more interesting and do that. There you go. He still kind of looks like a horse, but that's okay. Maybe I should do another one. Maybe do like a. There you go. He still kind of looks like a horse. That's okay. I think being a horse suits him. He's a beautiful horse. Beautiful horse person. Hell yeah. I invade like a certain phallic object. I have no idea what you're talking about. And have I scraped my knee? What even did I do that on? God. The collar isn't helping. Well, you don't like the collar? I was gonna put like a thing between it. Like he has like he's a scholar. He's a scholar. Look at him. Scholarly. He is a smart bean. Look at him. He's so smart. He's so smart and so cool. And everyone loves him. And he's cool and smart. Yeah. He's also going to be high as a kite in this one, but that's fine. He's cool and smart and high as a kite. Yeah. Like so. Like, look at him! He's so happy! Sorry, ignore the really thick black lines for now. We will get there. I kind of want to give him teeny tiny glasses now that I think about it though. I'm like, oh yeah, he's so cool. Does he look like a mad scientist? You know what? He looks like a happy scientist. He looks super pleased with himself. I could give him a monocle. Cute. Yes. Okay, I take it back. He's getting a monocle. That's cute. Give Give him a mustache. Nah, I don't want to give him a mustache. The mustache does sort of suit, but I don't want to give him one. I don't like it. It's not my vision. It's not my vision of him. My vision of him is this. He's so cute. He's so cute. And then the wings, which are going to be really weird because they're going to be made up of other butterfly wings. So they're going to have like shapes as if they've had like things sewn into them, because they have. So the whole concept is that he wants to be a butterfly so badly that he ends up killing other butterflies, taking their wings from them, and then sewing them together into like this massive like butterfly wing collection. Yeah, that's the lore. That's why he's got this. So they're not like real wings or anything. They are like collections of much smaller butterfly wings. And then he's gonna have like blood-soaked clothes because he stitches them into himself. Edgy. Look at this edginess. Edginess on the jelly stream today. Oh my god, so edgy. Yeah, there's gonna be like, look at that, like some little blood stains and stuff because he's sewn them into himself. And yeah, they're meant to be. That's why he's a mad scientist. He's not just a scientist, he's a mad scientist. Because he does stuff like this. There you go. Cute! But not really, but kind of. And then yeah, I want it to be like nothing left in this, and I want it to be here, and I want it to be like a little puddle on the floor. What is that? That's not real. I don't want that. That's the high juice. The juice that made him high. This is him. What do you think? Do you like my goober? I love him. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. He's just science. I don't know if I like the monocle as much as I like the glasses as a thing. I do like adding glasses to characters. Millie's a wonderful example of, let me put glasses on that character design. Let me whack some glasses on it. I do like them like that. I think it looks more sciencey with the glasses. As stereotypical as it is, I think he gets science points for that. A little pocket. Nah, he doesn't need a pocket out. Give him a saddle. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking as far as character design goes. We now need to draw this again and separate all the layers so that we can embroider them separately. Yes. Yeah. Is it gonna be digital? No, mostly embroidered still. I have to draw them first because otherwise I have nothing to base it on. Oh, with a little caterpillar with a cape. Yeah. Wow. Love this draw. I love him. Bonk with the horny stick. Yeah, horny stick bonk. Oh dear. Yeah. Need to keep it casual. That's fair. Oh dear, she's scared. Yeah, I am sorting the outlines out, ready for basically. This is an A4 piece of paper here. This is what I'm going to print when this is done. So I'm going to now separate him into his parts and then have those all up here and then have the bit where they're all together down here. But I'm going to redraw this just so it's a bit neater. And then yeah, that's how we're going to do it, because sometimes you can't trace through, sometimes you have to cut it out, and it's just nice to have the options. Yeah. It would kill my scientists because I'm doing a crazed butterfly. They would. And yeah. He is not in his right mind, that's for sure. But he is meant to be a little mad scientist. I want him to have a headband. I don't know why. Something about having it like a kid's headband is kind of terrifying. Hilarious though. There it is. Good. Like that. 10 out of 10. There it is. Beautiful. Yeah, I want his wings to be able to move. So like Millie wearing the things she found interesting. Yeah, I clearly have a vibe. I like little creatures and I like them wearing weird things. I was considering giving him human hands, but then I decided not to do that because I feel like it took away from the gooberness. But the other thing that I was considering, which I think you're all gonna hate it, but I was considering, let me show you. What do you mean there's no object to transform? What do you mean? I was considering like this, right? Oh dear. Or like, yeah, there you go. Wait, let me get the toes in first. I do feet based on where the toes are. There they are there. Like, I don't know, something like that. You get the vibe. Anyway, I was thinking this. But I decided not to. You know, I would take the cape down a little bit longer, so it's kind of more like down there and stuff, and you know, have that like there. I was considering. But then I thought it might be a little hard to animate this comparatively, so I decided not to. But I did consider giving him long legs. But it was in my brain, but I didn't do it. I see what you did. I saw as well. I'm not sure if it was before or after you saw it though. Oh, yeah, we had to get my feet experiences. I practiced feet so much. I could draw so many feet, the realistic feet with the cartoon face and body. Yeah, like there he is, you know? I was also considering having him more hunched over, like having his like face like here, and then having like a full hunch. But I decided not to do that either because again, I had some poses. You're like, well, you can have this if you want. This can be this. You can have this. I need to animate it, so I can't really have realistic human feet. I don't wanna. It's just because they were like humanoid. I was like, I could give him feet. I know what you're asking me. You say you want a human, like, insectoid? You want an insect, but like, I could still give him human feet, to be fair. I could just have them like poking out kind of thing, you know, like. Oh, it's kind of at a bad angle is the thing, but like he could have them in there, but he's not going to. All right, let's move that down another time. Okay, this time I will draw them a bit at a time. It's gonna be difficult animating. You just whipped out it easy in 7 seconds. Yeah, but they're not doing anything. They were just stood there. And also I have to sew the whole thing. I don't want to sew human legs over and over again. Are you kidding me? I could use my... Unless I took pictures of my own human legs in different poses. I am doing stop motion. I could take pictures of my own feet. And then just like take lots of consecutive pictures and then add in the embroidery element onto my realistic human legs. Everyone would hate it. Well, except for us, we'd love it, but everyone else would hate it, I think. Being an artist is so much power. All right, let's start drawing the layers in right now. I'm gonna start with the top layers. Things like the glasses I will do on a separate layer, I think. Just because then I can have them like kind of like almost be sniffed up and down, like when you like move your nose kind of thing, and they can be like. Also because if I want the eyes to change underneath but I don't want the glasses to change, I gotta have them on different layers. I am tempted to do the glasses digitally. I want to do this digitally. I guess I could actually. Nah. Glasses is a weird one anyway. Oh dear, maybe I don't show the photos on the stream though. I don't trust the internet. Yeah, giving feet for free on the internet? Pfft. You're gonna pay me for those feet. You're gonna pay me for those feet. Absolutely not. I've been around long enough to know not to give it away for free. I don't know about the glasses because I think the glasses are gonna be really hard to embroider, to be honest. Maybe we do the glasses as part of the eyes. And just make sure that we keep the outline for the glasses in black, because that way they won't be affected by like the color shift I want to do later. That might be the vibe. It might be, what the hell? Oh, there's a thing there. Okay, well, I don't want any of that. That might be the vibe, just because otherwise I think if I have them separately, they're going to be quite tricky. Let's put them like here. And they would have kind of been close anyway. There we go, that'll do me, Sorry, I'm being difficult here, but the only thing is... nah, it's fine actually. I'm just thinking about tracing the the eyes, which are already going to be quite small, onto several different fabrics, but I think we can work it out, to be honest. I have a little bit of confidence in myself here. I do want them to be quite a dramatic shape. I also would like them to have eye bags, but I don't know if I want to have the eye bags on the layer underneath, where the eyes will be. Again, just to avoid extra fabric where I don't need it. So I think on this one I'll just thicken up the line on that side, and when I do the embroidery I'll add like a little bit more on one side. These lines are, it's gonna be weird, but that's okay. We're gonna put them in, but they're not gonna be black lines in the end. They're gonna be just where the fabric splits, but I do need to make a physical note of where the fabric splits, otherwise that'll be hard for me. Or I could paint it actually, which, considering that we're short on time, that actually might be the vibe with the eyes. The vibe with the eyes might actually just be paint them, because it's going to take so much time otherwise, and that would give me a lot of control over where the colors go. So maybe that's actually the vibe. Maybe that's actually the vibe. Does the glass imply he has a nose? Yeah. Here. But you can't see it. Mainly because I don't want to animate it. Oh dear. I'll be honest, I don't think this is going to do very well as far as the competition goes, but I'm kind of just doing the, the prompts. I'm just doing whatever brings me joy. Whatever idea is like, this sparks joy in me, that's what I want to do. Because I want to have fun every single day. And even if it means I get knocked out of the competition, because the first track does end today, even if it gets me knocked out, I don't really mind. As long as I've had a good time, then I can look, I've done my best. If I had a good time and I've done my best, then I can look back on it happily. And so far, that's how I feel. I feel like my stuff hasn't been the best the last couple of days, although I'm actually really pleased with the frogs. But yesterday for sure was not my best day. But I'm proud of the things that I've done, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, I feel like a winner. Yeah, something like that I feel like. That would be a good layer. So now what we're gonna do, you ready for this? It's gonna be weird and wacky, but we now take those eyes and we're like, that's a good eyes. I can trace that onto fabric. And so we do. We take them, we put them over here, and then we're gonna whack these over here, and that is my eyes. I've been doing this with all the embroideries, by the way, up to this point. Every single embroidery has had this. I just normally do it before stream, but because this one's taken a little bit longer to like suss out what I was gonna do, I didn't have time before stream today. Yeah. Hello, friend. Spidey. How you doing? Good morning. Welcome on in. I hope you were good. Super cool that you still got 2 points. I know! Do they judge the whole 4 days? No, we've got points. So, like, I've got 2 points. Some people have 1 point. Some people have 3 points. You know, everyone's been given points per day. Sometimes you get points, sometimes you don't, depending on how much they like your piece. What I will say, JH, if you want the rundown of how it's working, !chroma, the first video will literally go through the rules and how points are distributed and stuff like that. So if you want to have the information, !chroma, the first video is about 8 minutes, I think. So it's really quick as well. It's not a long video. Especially considering that I'm a little bit like sleepy today, that will probably do a better job of explaining than I would. And yeah. I think probably do this. Bring it down a little bit because of where the eyes are, and to there too. It's gonna be placing these over the top of each other, so it's gonna look weird, and that's okay. That's the weird kind of stuff we're doing. I've done this every day. This bit, I get how it works. I've done it before. Every day. Every day I'm drawing over my own work to send it to the printer so that I can put it on fabric. Which is true. It's happening every day. Oh dear. There we are. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm like, my brain is like a small pea in a pod this morning, to be honest. But it's doing its best, and it did have a fun idea for the prompt. So I can't be too mad at it. Because I feel like coming up with the ideas that you want to do each day is like the hardest bit, and it's been doing it. It's been coming up with the ideas. It's not always right, but it's been coming up with the ideas, and I appreciate that, brain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, please. Very kind of you. Give me the ideas. Even if the execution is meh. All right, we need the mouth in here for this one. Let me just make sure that I'm doing this, that all of my lines look okay. They don't have to look that good. I am thinking to paint the mouth in as well. So we'll do like embroidery around the outside and then paint it in. I think that would look good. The hair I'm okay with having another color, but I think a painted mouth. Again, I'm just trying to think of things that like help me cut the time down a little bit today, because I am thinking this is probably going to be at least 15 hours, and I'm fine with doing 15 hours. I wouldn't be doing it otherwise, but I'm also like, yeah, if I can cut it down a little bit, if I can cut it down just a little bit, that feels like it makes sense. And then this is going to be a bead, so I'm not going to draw it. The bit in the middle, I want to be a bead. I like that. I like the vibes. The vibes of bead, very fun. Why do I keep cutting? Why am I cutting my nail? Is this the same cut as before and it just looks worse? I don't know, man. Oh, speaking of cuts, you want to see a really annoying one? It's healing, but like, do you see the little spot in there? Like cheese grated my hand, but like it's my thumb, and it's right there, which is right where I bend it. I've got like a little cheese grater cut. Oh. It's horrible. It's horrible. So every time I like pinch my needle, I'm like, ugh. I feel it. I feel it. It's very uncomfortable. I really wish it was honestly anywhere else. It's very, very inconsiderate considering that we're doing embroidery. How dare. That will do for that bit. And then there we go. Maybe if I actually just... There we go. Yeah, I think that looks alright. I don't know that you'll see that detail once I sew it, but you know, I've put it in there. I put it in there for consideration for later. Once again, thickening up all the lines because otherwise this will be very difficult to use with my fabric. I know the thick lines don't look as good, but we're not trying to make it look good at this point. We're trying to make it usable, which means thick lines. Once again, if I had more time than a day, I could print it off, wash it, yada yada yada, but I don't have that time. So we're gonna do this, the weird process. Also, Art Chappy, good morning! Wait, Sloth, you were mean to Art Chappy, what did you do? Oh dear, cheese grated. Even my focus on beans on toast, delicious. Delicious. I'll forgive you, there's an acceptable reason. Hell yeah. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good, Art Chappy. Good morning. We are in our daily embroidery phase. It's just a phase, except I do it every year. But it's just a phase. Our embroidery everyday phase, where we, would you believe, do an embroidery every day. I know, and nobody sees that coming. I tell them and they're like, whoa, I didn't expect an embroidery everyday thing to be that you would do an embroidery every day. I know. Wild. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. We're in our embroidery everyday phase again, because it is Chroma Core season. Oh dear, and we're on day 5. Unfortunately, I couldn't stream day 4 because I had a migraine. But it is what it is. We're streaming as much as you can, at least. There we go, and then... And so far, I'm kind of vibing with a lot of the stuff we've made. I've liked it, actually. I've really liked some of it. I've been very, very proud. Do I want the other arm to be free? I think I do want the other arm to be free, and I don't think it'd be difficult for the other arm to be free either. I don't even think it adds that much work, because I also need to just do a free arm for some of the other bits. If anything, it makes a reusable piece that I could probably use for a couple of different bits. I'll take that. I'll take a reusable arm. Thank you very much. These bits are going to be done 3 motion because they're nice and thin, and it will make it slightly quicker. I love planning in some free motion. Some free motion to make my day quicker. Hell yeah. That's good vibes, that is. And then okay, so we do need to... I'm going to fill some of this in black and such as well. Again, just makes tracing easier. And when I say tracing, I really do mean my own art. I'm not tracing other people's, promise. Oh dear. Yeah, it makes the tracing onto fabrics easier. he'll do. And then I need, also having the R on a separate layer actually allows me to work with the blood a little bit more, which is nice. Like so. Could actually use beads if I wanted to too, to do the blood. Which is also tempting. Actually, that's really tempting, because beads make really beautiful blood. Like, if you're trying to do something gory, but you don't want to go too heavy into gore, which I don't, to be honest, I don't want to go really heavy into gore. If you're trying to do gore without going too heavy into gore, beads is like such a fun way of doing it. I actually did that in Chroma Core a couple years ago for the, whatchamacallit, what was it? Pan's Labyrinth piece. And it's a vibe. It's a vibe and I like it. Alright. I think that is pretty good. I just need to thicken some of the lines a little bit to make sure that it traces okay, but that's pretty good. I don't need any of this to move separately from each other, so that can all be one. Benjamin, good morning, welcome on in. How goes it? We are so overtired today. It is big sleepy vibes here, but I want to do an animatic, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that goes. I want to do it, but I don't know yet. So I'm gonna work from the backwards to the front, so that if I don't have time, I still have something to submit. So we're gonna work for the final piece bit first, and then back. Because, yeah, the other thing is, I've kind of ordered it in priority. This is number 1 priority, and then the first panel is number 2 priority. Then it's, I think the order goes, there's seven vibes. I think it goes 7, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, wait. No, not 7, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 3, 5, 2. It makes total sense. This is our priority. So the 7th one is the most important, the 2nd one is the least. So this is the order that I'm going to be working through them in. That being said, the 7th one is much bigger because the 7th one is like a full piece. So the 7th one is like the same thing that we do every day, but then with these are all like the extra, which we can do, I believe. I just have to actually lock in and commit, but we got it. I might have a nap this afternoon. Midway through, so that I can stay up a little bit later. I might do a middle afternoon lock-in nap. I'm locking in. I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh dear. But that means I can stay up a little bit later and also have full brain power. That is, yes, that's what we need for the second bit. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yep. Oh dear. Wait, where am I? Big diamond art came through the post and it's pretty. Gonna keep the tiny secret. That's very, very fair. But very exciting. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. Hold the front door. Who was I mean to? Apparently Chappie. Sloth was asking in-depth about bumhole tattoo would everyone get and then gaslit everyone. I was most certainly not asking in-depth questions. Just your box standard questions. Why do I have to work? Money. Also, Animatic, you're insane. Well, we're gonna try, but I can't promise it yet because, again, like, it's a lot of work. But I think I can do it. I think I can. Based on the time that other things have taken, these are going to be a little bit smaller. I think I can do it. It's going to be a lot. Aban, good morning. Welcome on in. Matrix, good morning as well. I hope you're doing well. 7 is my lucky number as well. 2 hours of sleep. Also, Jelly, let's do an animatic. Yeah, I've slept 2 hours, and I do feel a bit insane. It's my own fault, though. Did I even tell you why I only slept 2 hours? It had no... Also, Rocker, good morning. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Good grandpa. Yes, yeah, just a little guy. Yeah, the reason I only slept 2 hours was because I drank, like, you know one of those cartons of cold coffee? Like the big ones? I drank the majority of a carton of cold coffee at 11 p.m. and then my heart was just like until about 4 a.m. Like, I'm just a little guy, I can't take that much caffeine. And then yeah, this is my own fault. I really have I didn't need to stay up till 4. I submitted my stuff at like 10 p.m. I was done with Chroma for the day. I could have just gone to bed, but for some reason I was like, I'm gonna treat myself to like a year's supply of caffeine in one go, and then I was just like this all night. So yeah, and then like in my time zone, Chroma Core prompts happen at 5 a.m. So I was up till 4 a.m. and then I was like, well, I might as well just get up in an hour, I suppose, and see what the prompt is. But I did get about 2 hours of sleep, so we're fine. I slept until 6:30 p.m. No, a.m. I slept from about 4:30 to 6:30, but I did wake up briefly in the middle, but only for like 2 minutes. Doing me, doing that. Also, student of love, good morning. You understood the reference? Hell yeah. How are you doing? Good morning, I hope you're good. It could be student, gotcha. May you have enough ref for both mind and body. Thank you, man, that's very heckin' kind of you. I will try, I will try. Do you have some more when you woke up? What, more sleep? No, because I only woke up a couple of hours ago. It's like, I go live at 9 a.m. my time, for the most part, and because I'm a morning bean, normally, not today, but normally, I'm a morning bean. And so I wake up pretty early, so yeah, I was just like, well, guess it's stream time. And then I was like, I'll be honest, it was one of those days where I pretty much immediately knew what I wanted to do, which is a lovely feeling. A lovely feeling to wake up and be like, I have inspiration and vibes. Like, that's a good feeling, and I vibe with that. That's great. But the problem is the inspiration that I have is maybe a little out of my skill, well, time range even actually, because I think we could do it skill-wise, but time range, I don't know. But here we are, committed. Right, I need you to wiggle your butt. I need you to wiggle your butt. Edit, copy, edit, paste. I need you to go over here. There you go. Good. Okay. And then I'm going to bring back in. Whoa! Wait a minute. Oh. Curious. That's fine. That's not actually a problem. I know how I've done that. It's by being silly. But that's okay. I just want to erase some of the bits around the eye so that this looks good. Oh, actually, I don't know if I like... you know what? I don't know if I love that. I kind of want it to be more like... Oh, should I get that? That, I think. I think that comes down too far, huh? Let's fix that on the other one as well. I like how it's going around that eye because the face is going that way. Where the... There you go. But I'm gonna just scoot that. Stop, listen to me. Right, I'm gonna just scoot that up there. There you go. Picking it up for outlining. For fabrics. Picking it up for fabrics. There we go, that's better. Get that in there. Okay, right. He's getting his limbs in. He deserves them. He's but a silly little guy and he deserves limbs. Right, we need hands. Because yeah, this will be taken to live 2D later. Because why not? Why not? But also I'm pretty confident in live 2D, so that helps. But also why not? I could do this, but I'm gonna do it on a separate layer. There you go. We're gonna do it on a separate layer, and I could do it on the same layer because honestly, I don't know how much more they will move. But yeah, we want these two separately. The other thing is I'm gonna draw them together, but I can separate them since these will all have photographs taken of them. I can separate them more later. I could do a lot of things with them later. So that'll do for now. Whatever. Yes. Dear. I wanted to try making more brew, right, meow? But then I would start, it would be the same. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep another night. Oh no, you mean coffee? Did I have more coffee this morning? No, would you believe this is me on 0 caffeine right now? I thought, so basically, that's exactly what Shiny said. Shiny was like, well, if you're gonna stay awake anyway, why not have some more coffee? And I was like, because I have a vendetta. I have a vendetta against the coffee now, because it's made me like this. I don't want to touch it. How dare it? Oh dear. So yeah, no, they look like suspicious eyes, but that's okay. Oh god. Good luck. I hope you get enough sleep. I just wanted to know what you were up to. Good evening. Have fun. Take care, Benjamin. It was lovely to see you. Have a nice rest of your day. Yeah, we're slowly going insane, but that's okay. Having a nice time. Having a good time. Don't want to stop at all. Do I want to do the hands individually? No. Well, the answer is probably yes, but no. Yes, but absolutely not doing that. I'm gonna do them together, and then I'm gonna do them together, and then I'm going to separate them with photographs again, so they can be drawn at the same time. And then I'm gonna do this actually with the hand because I don't think it is worth the extra time for me to not do that. I think that would be silly. I think that'd be adding a job for me at this stage when I've got to do how many embroideries? We're gonna work this out. We're gonna work this out probably this morning. But this is, at least at the moment, because these are all going to be separate embroideries. A lot. Good maths. Good maths. This is at least a lot of embroideries. It's not going to be as many as Iron Mouse stuff. It's probably going to be relatively similar to the, from 2 years ago, Pan's Labyrinth one. But Pan's Labyrinth was fully embroidered, whereas these are going to be a little bit more like the placing the fabrics and free motion. Yes. Ooh, big friend Monica explained the diagram she drew in order to do the numbers in. Yeah, 7. I remember this. Is this why you're so mean to me? Does caffeine affect your migraines or the lack of sleep? Lack of sleep affects my migraines pretty badly. Caffeine sometimes has a positive effect on them, but not always. It's not worth relying on it for like the positive effect because it only sometimes works. All right, that's good there. We need our little puddle. I think what I'm gonna do, for the sake of stream, I'm gonna draw this one, and I'm gonna start embroidering them, and then I'm probably gonna take a nap, because I need one, and then after that, I'll just start cracking on with the other bits. So some of this is gonna be a bit of a surprise to you guys too, but at least you get to see like the big bit at the end, because that's kind of the bit that I'm gonna work on stream, which might end up being the only bit that finishes, who knows? But yeah, I don't think I want to stream the whole thing because I think I want to go to bed. Which is fair. This is loud, but that's okay. I don't hold that against myself. I think that's fair. Oh dear. There was a part of me that was like, don't stream today. Use all of your time to work on this. But I was like, but I miss everyone. But I want to stream. I like seeing everybody. All right, I need to scoot this now. I'm being parasocial. Edit, copy, edit, paste. There you go. And then what's left? The wings? The wings? The wings. The wings is left. Let me also though just erase the bits you don't need to see. This one I use to help me place things in the correct order. So it is kind of important. So that I know where things are meant to go. There you go. There you go, like that. Like that. Cool. And then, yeah, it's just the wings. Just the wings! What's in the flask? Whatever's made him high. High juice. Yes to the nap. Yes to the nap. Oh dear, alright. Whoa. Okay. The wings, actually? I don't know if I need to trace the wings, because the wings I'm gonna do very like freeform. Very, very freeform. Hi. I'm gonna be very freeform. So like drawing lots of butterfly wings in this is probably not actually a good thing for me, because I think I'd rather make a fabric that looks like lots of butterfly wings sewn together and then cut the wings out of that, I think. So let's pick some colors really quickly. There is one color that I'm kind of stuck on. I want him to be blue. I want him to be like a blue. And then I think I want these to be like white. And then his eyes are gonna be multicolored. This is white also. And then the high juice is going to match the eyes, so it's going to be rainbow. That's blood. Oh, I think I already know what the colors are. I think I'm just being silly. I think I know what the colors are. What I'll do then is, rather than drawing exactly the wings, I'm going to draw the shape of the wings, like where they would be, so that we could know what to remove. So like, for instance, here, that is a wing. We're going to do like that. That is a wing. And then actually, I think I want them a little less angular, huh? The angular's a vibe, but I think maybe less angular would work for me this time. So let's do like that. Yeah, there you go. Less angular, more round, and then Yeah, make the fabric and then cut the pieces out of it, I think makes more sense. Okay, like that. Cool. And then dink, dink, dink. Let me just duplicate the layers. I'm not really going to be using these to trace, but it doesn't hurt to get like an idea of the size of them, I suppose. I just don't think I'll use it that much. But yeah, it doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. I'm here. Let's... Cool. And then move this one like here. Hopefully my printer will notice that one. If not, that's okay as well. And then that's good. There you go. Cool. Okay. And then we just need to erase the extra lines from in here. So like that. And this, and then that in there. To be fair, it's not bad to show this off, I suppose, since this is something that I do every single morning while we do Chronicle. I just don't normally show it because I'm like, it's very repetitive. If you've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times. I guess today technically it's a little less repetitive. However, there you go. That's our little guy. I think he's cute. And then I've dissected him at the top. Like a very normal person. I have dissected him. He is now in pieces at the top. That is perfect. I'm gonna move this one actually, just because I worry... Oh, don't do that. I worry the printer's not gonna like that. I'll put it there. There you go. And then we send this to the printer. This is what we do. Good. Good. Actually, I wanna erase that bit. Don, 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 don. There you go. There, get that in there. Good, okay. So then we're gonna save that, print it. 1¼ hours, you call me in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dear. I learned a new bread and TT. It's bao bun, bun, bun. Bun, bun. We love bun, bun. Good morning. Oh my god, Feathered, we've had 2 hours of sleep. How are you doing? Are you feeling awake? I hope you feel awake. I hope you feel awake for all of us. Is this what? Yeah. Sorry. Second guessing myself. Like, have I done this on an A4 sheet? Yes, I have. Right, save that. It's beautiful. It's like build a creature. We're gonna build a creature. And then I need to go over here. My printer might be offline because I did turn it on before stream, but it's been like an hour. So we'll see if my printer is still online. And if it is, I will run and grab the thing. If it's not, whoops. Oh, it looks like it's still online. Okay, I need to run and grab it. Which means, do you mind if I... Okay, actually, wait. What we'll do... Ah. There you go. Get rid of this. Hi. That's my background when I'm not there. No, when it's not there. I'm gonna unplug this. I need to switch to the other setup now. So I'm just gonna scoop my stuff and then move my keyboard off here. And then we can grab some fabrics. I do have a good idea, but I'm gonna have to choose. So you might be on like a very speedy BRB, just so I can grab some fabrics from the other room. I'll be quick. But first of all, I'll reset up my OBS. No, I didn't freeze. Oh, good, cool, okay. Because now it should be if I go over here. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my desk. We're here. We are here for crafts. Yes. That being said, I will do a real quick BRB. Let me get. Do I have anything that I can use for burger? I can use this. You do mine? Dang it. Oh dear. What? How many fabrics do I need? Probably quite a few. Do you want to work on the butterfly stuff first? I'm nodding because we do want to work on the butterfly stuff first. I am thinking maybe to use like one of these as a template to like doodle around so that we can like sew lots of fabrics together that are in the shape of butterflies. 2 seconds though, I need to write BRB on a piece of paper. Very professional, kind of sloth vibes. Sloth vibes only intended to buy. Except sloths is really nice. Mine is not really nice. Mine is just going to be BRB. jelly, grabbing fabric. You see that? You see that? Is that good? Professional! BRB is like speedrunning games. No, no, you do not. I give you permission to stay in bed. Oh, should I go back to bed? Thank you. Thank you. I can go back to bed. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Top tier professional BRB. Thank you. Whoa, you give context? Yeah, I'm grabbing fabric. I feel one-upped. Well, now you have the new heights to be. Oh god, everything is on this screen. 2 seconds. I need to shift everything back across again. 2 secs. Everything is all over the place. This is what happens when I shift myself. This actually all flipped over quite nicely, which I like that. I like that. All right. And then I think everything else is fine. I think we can work with everything else being on that. Oh, thank you. What you mean? Are you doing freaky? Thank you. I don't think it's that good, but I'll take the compliment. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna mute myself as well. I'm literally gonna go grab the thing from downstairs. I'm gonna grab some fabrics that I think would work well as butterfly wings, and then we're gonna do a lot of tracing, and we're gonna make a little fabric. I do also need a base of something to like sew all of the butterflies to. It's gonna be so small. I might have to hand stitch them all first and then machine stitch over the top of the top layer, because it's gonna be small. They're gonna be small. Very small. All right, stop dawdling. Stop dawdling. We gotta go. We got things to do. All right, back in a moment. Oh, Astrid, Chrome is going good. We're gonna try and do an animatic today, so I'm on a bit of a time crunch, but I will be right back. God, it's bopping. It's bopping. I left, it's like, yeah, let's go! Bops, alright. I've gone for like a more pinky purpley color scheme with like little hints of blue in it. How do we feel? How do we feel? I like it. I mean, I guess that's kind of the most important since I'll be working with it. I don't know if I'll use all of these because this is kind of an overwhelming amount of fabrics. I thought the pink would be a good base. Trans Pride, hell yeah. But I think the pink would be a good base. I could also use it for a few of them if I needed some plainer ones. And then purple is nice. I like this one. I think this one will make some really pretty butterflies. And maybe not this one because this is just plain purple. Actually, I might put that to one side. The pink is good. This one is good. I have two very similar ones, and I think between the two of them, I prefer this one. This one may be a little dark. I don't want too many is the thing. I'm thinking like, give me like a bit of a limited color palette. Like deciding decisions. The hardest bit. I think this is good. I think these are kind of good vibes. Yeah. So this is probably going to be the base fabric, and then we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that seems plenty. Too many more, and it's just going to look like too much. It's going to be like, whoa, everything's happening. So what we need to do. What do we need to do? I'm probably going to do this size ring. I think I can cut all 3 pieces out of this size ring. So yeah. We'll do this size ring because it's a bit smaller, and I'll fold over the fabric. We want double width. So like this, and then we'll just start. Actually, do we want double width if we're going to be attaching a lot of things? Maybe we don't. Actually, it's thin enough. It's thin enough. Oh god. I'm double guessing myself, but I think maybe just the one is fine, actually. We're going to be layering up a lot of fabric. We probably actually don't want to go too thick initially, because if I want to hand stitch, which I will want to hand stitch into this later, that's going to make it really difficult if I go too thick off the bat. So let's grab this. I might grab this little snipping here as well in case I want to do any of the butterflies in the very light. We're going to have to trace a lot of butterflies. A lot of butterflies. This can come to one side even because we don't even need this right now. We need the butterflies first. Ah dear. Saturday's overrated. You're right. Morning checklist closed? Yes. Sufficiently. Keys? Found them. Coffee? Cup? Yes. Sanity? Sanity? We've got a runner! Oh dear. Yeah, that's honestly how I feel this morning as well. That's a very relatable. Stop that nail. Stop it. My nail doesn't like, because I rest my needle on my nail a lot. Doesn't like it. It's like, stop doing that, Jelly. It's like, but what if I kept doing it? But what if I didn't stop? What if you can't stop me? I'm on a roll. All right. We do not need that much of each of these fabrics, and I do think it makes more sense to just grab a small snipping to have on my desk rather than like the overwhelming amount of fabric I currently have on my desk. It's very easy to get overwhelmed. It's just very easy to get overwhelmed with all this. So let's just start making a little collection of small amounts of each of these. Some of these will also fray more than others. In fact, I think all of these are going to fray quite intensely, but that's okay. We work with what we've got, and in this case we've got fabrics that are like, I've got fraying to do, and it's like, no, please, stop it. Stop it, you. Very bad. I love this one. It's already got a little snip into it, so let's use that. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful fabric. This one's a bit of a newer one, you can tell, because it's still folded nicely. I like it though. I do think it kind of suits the vibes. It's got like the same kind of colors as this one in it, but like a little bit lighter, and I vibe with that. So let's cut a piece of that out. These also have like patterns that I just think will look good as butterflies. I don't know what color I'm going to sew this in with yet, to be honest, but we'll work that out. Oh god, where's the end of this? The end, where is it? I guess here? Oh, there's 2 layers. I don't want 2 layers. I only want 1 layer. I don't need that many butterflies. I just need some. There we go. I guess all of these are going to be cut out with a little bit of a border, so having a little extra is not the worst. And then we've got the bright pink one, because I think it's important to have at least one that's like a little bit more poppy than the rest, and this one is kind of poppy. It will pop against all the more pastels. It's still light, but it's not like as light. There you go. Okay, we've got our selection. Cool. Put this to one side. Time to trace. So many butterflies. So I'm gonna use, I'm gonna see if I can use this as a good reference. I don't know, but if I can, that would make this really easy. So for instance, just use this, trace around it. So I figure, yeah, if I want to make it look like it's made of butterflies, tracing around a butterfly and making a fabric like that, yeah, guys, let's make a fabric the same day that we want to do animation. That's really smart. Yeah, that looks like a butterfly, right? That's good. Now to do it 10,000 times. Whew. Okay. We've got this, I believe. I believe that we've got this. I think, yes. It's only gonna take me 10,000 years in one day. Luckily, he only has these wings in the last panel, so it's not something that I have to draw the rest of the time. Although, that's not quite true actually. There is one other panel he has this, but I could probably use scraps from this one to make that one, so that's fine. There is one panel I want to do where I want to have him stitching himself to the butterfly sheet that he's made, right? Like a really zoomed in version though, which again I'm going to do very stop motion-y. What might be smart actually? What? What? Secadors, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. That's very heckin' kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very sweet of you. Also, Quirky and Glitch and oh god, there's the noise. Nerd and Freaky and Blanket. I hope you have enjoyed the subs. Hell yeah. Just copy and paste, simple. You're so right. I've just also had a bit of an idea where it might be smart to just like get down tacked some fabric behind it first to kind of give it the vibe that there's fabric there already. Oh, also Nat, thank you for the heckin' prime. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. Hell yeah, thanks so much. Honestly, it all really helps, especially this month, because we get through so many physical things during Chroma. It helped me refresh my stash afterwards. Specifically threads. And like, threads do not cost that much if you only need one thread, but when you start needing like 80, oh! JH! Thank you also for gifting us up. Everyone getting in on the hype train. Hell yeah, that's very heckin' kind of you. And Sophie's the victim. I was literally just about to say as well, I think it'd be smart to maybe just tack down some pieces in different colors behind all of this, just so that when we start layering it on top of it, that thank you, that it looks like there's a basis of other things. So yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna do that also. So it won't just be butterflies. It will just also be like tacked fabric. Oh. And also, thank you for the heckin' 100 bits as well, Noncrab. I appreciate it. Also, save the work. Beep, boop, skadoo, doop. You're so right. You're so right. Thank you so much for level 3 hype train. Jesus. That's very heckin' kind. Again, I honestly really appreciate it, especially during Chroma. It's very heckin' sweet of you. It all just goes to helping refresh the stock afterwards, but it's worth it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't do Chroma if it wasn't super worth it. I feel like there is no other time of the year that I improve like I do in Chroma, so I do not wish to give it up, but I do appreciate it. Hell yeah. We also do have a sub goal at the moment where if we hit our goal, I'm gonna just give away the stuff we've made during Chroma. So if people want any of the art that we've made this month, that is the only way you're gonna get your hands on it outside of maybe some of them going to charity giveaways. It'll be just that basically, because yeah, I'm not gonna sell them or anything like that, so we have a sub goal if you're interested, but we never normally have sub goals, to be fair. That's kind of new for us, but also I was just like, I want a way that I can give these to people, but also, you know, make some of the money back from doing these. Oh dear. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Astrid. That's very heckin' kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking we could have just like a bit of a base like this so that when we put the butterflies on top, they're not just going on to nothing, because otherwise doing a layer of butterflies at the bottom feels like a waste of my time because you're not going to see it anyway. So yeah, we'll do that. And then we can start tracing butterflies onto the rest of these. I've done 5 onto this one. I feel like 5's a good number. We'll tackle this in one go as well. Hell yeah. There we go. The music, it picks up. It's like sometimes it's just like, yeah, just a chill kind of vibe, and then it's like, I do really like this OST though. This is the OST for Needy Streamer Girl Overload or something like that, I think it is. And it's a good OST. Like, it's an OST if you want to get things done. This just goes really fast and really intense, and it's like, yeah, you know what? I'll get things done. Oh my god, did you hear that? There is a very upset, like, I'm gonna say seagull outside the window. Screaming. What are you doing? What are you doing, friend? Why are you so mad? Early on a heckin' Monday morning. Just like, Also, this is once again the pen that will disappear once we put heat on it, so don't worry. I know the outline looks very stark on these light colours, but it will disappear. It'll disappear. It's such a vibe. And I'll have to change back to the white thread as well, I think. I think white thread for attaching all of these, because they're all either pastel-y or they've got like white in them. I think probably will look good. One more. There we go. And there we go. I think I'm gonna highlight this one in neon pink as well. I haven't highlighted something in neon pink since doing Millie's, and I love neon highlights, so I'm feeling a neon pink for this one. Alright, we got 5 that, 5 that. Let's get some of the... I might only get like 4 of them in this, but that's okay. The plain ones are the most important to have more of because I have more pattern fabrics overall. And also, I don't know what fabric I'm going to be using for the body yet. Because normally I pick them all out ahead of time, but I just haven't had time yet today. So we really could be using any colour for the body. It's probably going to be a blue. I do sort of want a blue colour. That's why I picked the wing colour, which had some blues in it, because I think it will look good. Welcome back! People have very kindly started a hype train, and it's very sweet. So currently at station 3, we are also tracing around this butterfly bead that I have to make lots of little butterflies on the fabric. You can kind of see some of them there. Yeah, thank you so much for the hype train, guys. I hope you got good emotes from it. But yeah, we are doing this so that I can then cut them out, and then we can have like a layering of butterflies for the wings, because the butterflies are meant to, the wings are meant to look like they have been made out of like hundreds of teeny tiny butterflies, you know, all stitched together and patchworked. And then we do kind of want the edge of the wings to be sort of fancy schmancy and like raggedy, but we'll see on that one. We'll see on that one. Choo choo. You got the. Oh, wait, I got one too. What did I get? I got the same one. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Just this is honestly though actually so apt for this stream of just being like, Jelly, you've had 2 hours sleep and you're gonna try and do an animatic in embroidery. The vibe that we all come into this stream with of, I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think you're gonna be able to finish it. That being said, historically, when people don't believe in me, I do better. I thrive off people thinking that it's a succeeding out of spite mentality. If people don't think it's possible, it's like, aha! Well, now I want to do it. So I guess that's not the worst, actually. Yeah, this is one of my newer fabrics. I haven't had the chance, well, I say new, I just haven't had the chance to use it yet. But because it's very swirly and pattern's quite small. But it's very cute. I've wanted to use it. Honestly, tempting to use it for the eyes. Tempting, but because I'm going to be colouring painting the eyes, I feel like it'd be wasted since it is a nice fabric. I try not to paint over my nicer fabrics because it's like, why did I use a nice fabric if I'm just going to paint over it? Like a little bit of paint, like a little highlight or something is fine, but if it's like I'm going full force with the fabric paints, I do not want it to be like one of my like, oh, this is a really pretty pattern, because you will just lose it. You will just lose it. It'll be gone. What is the point? Oh dear. You're gonna do it, Jelly. I don't believe in you. Thank you, Freaky. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Oh dear. There is I don't know what it's probably very toxic to be honest, but it is a mentality of well, you think I can't do it? Time to do it. And that's kind of how Chroma Core, like starting Chroma Core went, because it was like, yeah, Jelly, you could do chroma core, but like you don't have to do an embroidery every single day. You can kind of pick and choose the days that you do it. And here we are, 3 years later, I always do every prompt. I 100% it, because all it took, somebody being like, you don't have to do that, Jelly. Like, you're doing embroidery, consider the medium you're working in. Maybe you should just pick and choose the ones. No! You tell me I can't do it, now I'm gonna want to do it. Look what you've done. 3 years in, here we are. God damn it. Look what you've done. Oh dear. Wood! You and your sculptures are so cool. Wood, you're so cool. Did you know? You're very cool. Heckin' deserving of the standouts. All the standouts. Because you're heckin' cool. I don't think I've seen you since Frag. One. Why don't you get 3 out of this one? Because I don't know if I want one at the top there. It's a bit more greeny. A bit more greeny. Flamp! Good morning, how you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're doing good. Good morning, good morning. There we go. Oh god. I'm gonna have so much pen on my hand by the end of this. I'm like missing the butterfly over and over again. I don't think my camera's gonna pick that up because it is semi-embarrassing of just how many times I'm missing what I'm trying to do. It's fine, it's fine. Drawing around a thing is... Oh, it shouldn't be challenging, should it? I might only get 3 out of this one. That would make them very special though. If you see like a hint of this colour. I guess I can do the one at the top, and then if I run out of them, I have at least 1 spare. Better to make a few too many than a few too few. We'll do 1 more at the top. I'm not as keen on this big chunk of green here, but I can kind of work it towards the corner. It's fine. It's fine. We'll live. I literally picked this fabric out. Maybe I should stop complaining about it, huh? I have no one to blame but myself. Ah, do you make it sound like hell yeah! They've been very cool. Very cool. Had Nibble on camera doing Soda's class and it made people happy! Yippee! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I'm not surprised, to be fair. I'm not surprised. We all love Nibble. Hell yeah. Oh gosh. Hi Nior as well. How you doing? Good morning, good morning. Oh, this fabric's gonna bleed a bit, but again, no fear. Once it's ironed, I think it'll be fine. I remember, yeah. I was gonna say, I remember I've drawn on this one before. This one takes the pen really strong, so it bleeds. Even if I only grace the fabric with the pen, it's like, ugh. But again, same as all the others, once I iron it, that pen does disappear. So it looks pretty bad when I'm still working on it because it gets all like blotchy, but it's fine. It's not a big problem. We'll try and get 5 out of this one, and then we got the pink one, which we can get 4 out of. Yesterday was a hard day, so I had to do a simple sculpture. I like the way I pace myself or putting effort into prompts. Yeah, I think that's like the optimum way. Like obviously if you're competing, it's a bit more like you kind of have to put in some, well, you don't have to. This year you really don't have to, but I think most people put effort into every prompt, but like it is nice to be able to pick and choose. Also, especially if you're like, these are things that I want to improve and they maybe don't fit with the prompt exactly. You can either skip that or alter it that day so that you can kind of focus on the things that you actually want to improve, because I've definitely done that in previous years where like, I'll be like, okay, this is the prompt. We will vaguely follow the prompt, but not really, because this is what I want to actually work on today. And like, that's been really good. But this year I'm trying to stick a little bit closer to what they're actually asking for. But if I do again next year and I'm follow along and such, I will, I'd probably go back to like being like, this is something that I want to improve, so I'm going to focus on this today, because I feel like that's where I improve the most. That sounds smart and especially good, at least with the not so fun ones as well, yeah. Industrial design, it's so frustrating because again, like, even on stream, Cynics was giving me like the benefit of the doubt and being like, you know, it's not the easiest in embroidery and stuff like that. I feel like I could have done better, but I did have a pretty bad migraine yesterday. So I'm like, well, I think I could have done better, but I'm still proud of what I did. All things considered, I'm very proud of what I did. All right, we won this one. 4 of these, I think. Probably a space for 5, but it's quite a busy pattern, so. I think. Maybe too busy? Maybe too busy? Oh dear. The best Vine app, thank you! Me getting so confused about what the prompt was. This is why we do not read the prompts when we have a migraine, and also we reread them and we Google the words if we're not sure what the words mean. We Google them. Oh god. So yeah, I've learned a valuable lesson. Yeah, Sabby was like in the chat was like, I had this happen a couple years ago where I didn't know the difference between this and this, and I found out, and it's like, yep, that's me today. I'm finding out. These are not the same thing. Oh dear. Reread the prompts and Google them if you're not sure. Today I Googled the prompt because it said insectoid, and I was like, I don't know exactly what an insectoid is. I know that it's insect-like, but it's like, is that it? Is there more that I should be aware? Is there like some specific classification for insectoids that I'm not aware of? So I Googled it. And I've ended with a caterpillar, but that's fine. I Googled it and then I stopped listening, but that was by manual choice. I was like, I want to do my caterpillar friend. It just got an idea really early, so I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. All right, before I cut these pieces out, let's start. Oh god, my finger. Let me tack down this so that we have that base, and then we can just start layering things on. Yes. What is not competing? What is doing the follow-alongs? Yeah. It'd be nice to see Wad compete one year, though. I would love to see that. I will say, though, you did have the best... No, thank you. The couple did best I could despite the limitation out of my control. It's true. You're mixing words up. Can't believe that. Bussy. How's it going? I got 2 points. Which I wonder if anyone's updated the heat map. 2 seconds. I'll Google. I'll Google? I won't Google it. I'm not going to find it on Google. Someone made a heat map. Very rude. But someone made a heat... Well, not very rude, actually. It was really useful. Okay. I think I'm like middle of the board, to be honest. Oh, I might be in lower half with 2 points. There's a lot of people with 3. There's a couple people with 4. Yeah, I think I probably want to get a point today if I want to be safe. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be safe. But I'm also like, again, if I get booted out, it's fine. I'm going to keep doing 100% of the prompts anyway. I enjoy this time of year. I like the challenge of doing embroidery every single day. So regardless of whether I'm competing officially or doing the follow-alongs, it doesn't really change too much my end. I will just keep going. Because I like the learning. Oh, that's not the right thing. Where's my cord? Where's my cord? Actually, let's change the thread first, since I do need to do that. Where did I put them? I put them somewhere safe again, which means I'll never see them again. I got 2 points, but there are people with like 4 points. So I'm like pretty middly ground, which the judging, the deadline is tonight. Today is the last day to get points for round 1. So we'll try, but again, like I'm mainly here for, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. As far as chroma core goes, I will give it my 100% whether I'm in the competition or not, because I want to use it as a good opportunity to learn. The only thing I guess that might change is if I'm not officially competing, I might bend some of the prompts to work a little bit more with the things that I want to learn. That'd be about it. Other than that, on your guys' end, very little would change, at least. Good bops. Oh dear. Personally, I'm reconsidering chroma core and what it teaches me, and what it teaches me is limited mostly teaching. It's okay to try and fail. Yeah, 100%. That's why, like I mentioned before, I use chroma core as a way to experiment with different art styles, because it's a really good environment to like experiment with. Yeah, that's why every chroma core you'll see me doing slightly different embroidery techniques, is because I'm experimenting with a new style, because that's exactly what I use chroma for. It's a wonderful space where you can fail in with very little consequence. And I don't find too many other areas of my life where I feel like I can just fail without consequence a lot, whereas chroma core, I can. So that's what I use it for, is practicing new styles, experimenting a little bit, being more experimental than I usually would be, with the knowledge that it doesn't really matter if I do well or not, because I'm just I'm there for learnings. Yeah. I mean, that is originally why I joined, and I've been doing that ever since, and it's been good. Oh dear. Yeah, there's 10 people with 0 points and a few with... Yeah, but 20 people are getting eliminated, and some of those people will get points today. Yeah. I don't want to get into the workroom and clean the post-cosplay disaster. Did you have fun, though? Did you have fun? Especially for artists, since I doubt there's any art that everyone universally... Yeah, true. I'm a selfish artist and I don't want to make art for others when it's already difficult to make art for myself. Yeah. It's true. It's fair. It's super fair. Art should be something that you're having a good time with. and you should be having fun, and you find a way to make it the most fun for you, that's good. Why is there dust on this fabric? Where did that come from? My desk I use every day. My desk is not dusty. I do not understand, but that's okay. Oh dear. What? Oh, my my foot's not attached. My human foot, that is. My machine foot was attached, but my human foot, unattached. No wonder I can't sew. I've unattached my human feet. Alright, so yeah, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna stitch around the edge of these. It doesn't really matter what the pattern we sew in is, as long as everything's attached, because the vibe is that you won't see any of this. Ooh. Don't worry, it wasn't in the hoop, it was just on the outskirt of the hoop where it was like, ooh. Yeah, you won't see any of this stitching really, probably, maybe, you might see it actually, I suppose. But I think it's pretty unlikely, and if you did, it would just look like a butterfly. Because that's the only shape you're gonna have access to by the end of this. So I can't imagine you'd assume it was anything else than a butterfly. I just don't want like a full pink base when I'm adding stuff because it's boring. Boring. What's the point in having fancy fabrics if you don't use fancy fabrics? There we go. Get that under there. There we go. And even though I am sleepy, we'll be following all safety protocol as discussed in previous streams. Fear not. I am sleepy, but I have not become stupid. That's for sure. Well, maybe a little bit, but not in health and safety terms. In health and safety terms, we stay safe. Keep our hands outside the hoop at all times, except for like when we're doing like manual sewing, and then it's fine because I'm not using my foot. There we go, and then just go around the outside. And that should be, I think, pretty much everything attached. Okay, cool. Now we can start layering on top of it. This is a very boring looking piece of fabric, but that's fine. We start with this boring because then we can do other things. We must start boring. Oh, did saying 20 people leave? I know. I'm again, once I do think though, as far as like, if I'm gonna get booted out, getting booted out with 20 other people, at least it's not just you. You know, you're not the only one leaving. It's like a little group of you. You can all commiserate with each other. Dear. Yeah. I will say, if anyone wants information on how the points are distributed and how the system works with rankings, ! Chroma. The first link will contain to send you to the 2025 Chroma Core competition information. So if you would like that information, it is all there. I am not really wanting to go into like how the scoring is done every stream. It's not your fault because obviously, yeah, but we have the link there so that you can go find it out if you want it. Oh dear. The first link in the Chroma Core, or the ! Chroma, is the one that's got the 2025 intro one done by Cynics, the person who runs the event. My brain is too sleepy to explain how the point system works right now anyway, and I also don't want it, like, it's kind of complicated, so like I also don't want people trying to explain it in chat, because I'm like, no, I'm never going to be able to read chat again. Oh dear, chat will just disappear for me. I mean, not that, to be fair, I am not always the most concentrating anyway, but still! Oh, dear, baby, have a good burger. Also, take care of yourself, stop! Good luck, I hope work goes okay. I even like envy for them to make the decision. Yeah, I don't know how they do it, like... I watch the morning streams, because normally I'm up at 5 AM, right? So, like, I'm watching them, and I don't know how. Like, I get that they talk, like, Cynics talks through his thought process and stuff, but it's like, everyone's so good. Everyone is so good. I do not know. It's difficult. I'm sure it's difficult every single day. Hopefully it gets a little easier, I guess, once there are less people. I know in, like, the first rounds I was in, they were like, this embroidery kind of makes it difficult. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but also, listen, you let me in. I'm sorry, but you made this bed. Dear. That being said, yeah, industrial design, rough. The frogs, I understand I wasn't quite creative enough. That being said, once again, I can't be mad about the frogs because my husband did say it was a favorite piece of art that I'd ever made. So like, you know, I can't be mad about the frogs. Doesn't matter if other people don't like the frogs, because if Shiny likes the frogs, it's like, well, that's all I needed to hear. That's all well, I didn't even need to hear that, but I'm happy I heard it. Oh dear. There we go. Happy working, yeah, as happy as you can be. Yeah. Also, apologies. Welcome to the cutting things out stream. We're going to be cutting out loads of butterflies. Just for you. Well, mainly for me though. Just for you, but also not for you. For me. For the piece. I'm not giving you my butterflies, I require them. There we go. There we go. Cool. Yeah, like the size of these, I do not need them. I've got so many different ones to use as well. I don't need them bigger than that. Let me whack that in there. And then I have some space and we'll just cut them all out. And then we'll just probably tack, actually, yeah, we're probably gonna tack them in first. Let me remove my sewing machine for now, actually. We're probably gonna have to tack them in first because I can't hold them in with my fingers safely and they're really small, so a bit too small to pin, I'd say. We'll tack them in and then we'll stitch them. Tack them in. It's fine, it gives me more space on my desk. Not really mad at that. The mush frogs were cute. I liked them. I don't think they were as creative as some other people's designs though. Like some people got real creative with their mush frogs and like I'll be honest, I was like, I want to do frills. This is a way that I can do the frills that I desire. And so I designed that. And I don't regret it because like I loved making those frills and I do stand by. I think they look really cool, especially in real life where you can like squish them down and stuff. I think that's really fun, but I do understand like creativity wise, I don't think my frogs were as creative as other people's. I think other people got really, really creative with their creature designs and mine was like relatively normal, normie frog. And so I get it, I do agree. I agree with the feedback that I was given, but I'm not mad about the piece that I made. Ah dear, because for a while it might not have been what they wanted for the prompt per se, or like as creative as other people's. It made my husband happy, so I can't be mad. Oh dear. There we go. Why am I so hungry? Probably because I haven't slept, right? My body's probably trying to make up in different ways. Yeah, I've just had like a sudden hunger pang and it's like, whoa, why am I hungry? I've had breakfast. I guess it is nearly 11, but whatever. Then, by the way, I'm going to assume we're going to be doing a shorter stream today just because I'm going to take a nap. So we're probably going to do like up till lunchtime and then end there. Doing a sculpture every day makes that I can't experiment with 2D art styles, and I find I learn a lot more experimenting with 2D. Yes, that is kind of the thing between like doing, I mean, I guess you don't have to do a sculpture every day, but I also, okay. So I'm assuming there's a couple of thought processes going on here, Wad, and do correct me if I'm over-analyzing, as that's fine. I'm assuming, because you said earlier that you are starting to get like noticed and recognized, and also like you are, to be fair, and you deserve to because the sculptures you are making are awesome. Are you hoping to become the sculpture person in Chroma or something? Or something similar? I'll be honest, I didn't mean to become the embroidery person, it's just that that's what I do. I'm a needlework artist, and so like, it sort of just happened. But yeah. Is that the vibes you're going for? Because to be clear, no shade at all if that is the vibe. You know, there's a lot of people that submit to Chroma Core every year. If you are looking to officially compete, I suppose it's like a way of standing out. Although I will say I never expected to be picked, especially doing traditional. But here we are, so I suppose it can happen. Still a little surprised. I'll try and do all right. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying anyway, but I wouldn't want to put them off. I don't want to do anything that puts them off inviting more traditional artists in the future. Oh dear. Do bodies really work that way? I don't know, but I do find if I'm more tired that I normally get more hungry. Like I crave things more and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if it is my body just trying to seek out energy in a different way. It's like, oh, you're not sleeping? Well, let's find another way around this then. Like, yeah, deep thought, yeah, I want to be a sculpture person, but at the same time, it's nice to get back into sculpting. Hell yeah. That's probably a healthy way of doing it then, I suppose. Yeah. Like, if it's, you know, having more than one reason for getting into it is probably a good thing. Again, not that I could judge you regardless, like, I'm just a person on the internet. I'm not here for judgment. Oh dear. There we go. I just want to have fun and improve my needlework stuff. And make some needlework stuff that I can be really proud of, for the most part. Yeah. Me too, hungry, tired. Yeah, like the more tired I get, the more hungry. And like, especially for like random cravings, the more like random cravings I get. Which I don't have any specifically random cravings right now, I will say. I'm just a little hungry, but yeah. Man, I love Toe Jam and all. I still need to play it with Dem. We've been meaning to play it for 2 years. A bit embarrassing at this point. It's on me though. We had like a date set and then I got food poisoning like the night of that we were meant to do it, like, because we were gonna do like a collab together, right? And I got food poisoning the night of. I literally messaged Dem at like 3 AM like, dude, it's not gonna happen. I can't. I am deceased. I am dying. I am food poisoning. I am, nope. And then we always meant to reschedule, but we never have. There we go. To be fair, been busy. Have been quite busy. I don't know if you noticed. We've done quite a few things the last couple years. Been pretty busy. There you go. I will say, I do think they did a really good job with the OST for Back in the Groove. Back in the Groove is like a remake of the original Toe Jam and All, which is like a bit better for people that are maybe new to the series and didn't play the original like Sega one. So, and I think they've done a really good job of being like very true for the music OST. Like it's really similar, and I like that. The original had like no lyrics or anything like that, and it didn't have like it had like instrumental songs, but like the sounds and the beats are very similar, and I like that. The vibes are similar. It's got similar vibes. Appreciate the similar vibes. It feels like exhaustion hunks for food. Okay, it's okay, you can judge me. I would never, unless it was positively being like, wow, what's so cool. That's the only judgment you get. I did have someone yesterday ask me for art feedback, and I realized, I was like, I don't really give feedback very often for art. Like, the only feedback I normally ever really give is for sewing. Like, I do like sewing and craft because, like, obviously I'm more confident in that area. Like, if people want, like, embroidery feedback, yeah, no, I got you. But I had someone ask me for, like, design feedback, and I was like, what? Me? Who me? I mean, I can do it. If you want very normy feedback, I can do that. I'll give you the most normalist of feedback, because I don't know. It was cool. I don't normally get to do that. And they were very sweet about it. I was like, yeah. Luckily, it seems like I pointed out something they were already thinking about, so it's like, okay, whew. I'm glad. Do you get nervous? I don't know how many people here give art feedback to people. I feel like, Wad, you've done it before. Do you get nervous when giving feedback to other people? Because, oh my god, maybe it was because I was still pretty migraine-ish at that point, but I was like, oh my god, I hope I do a good job for this person. I don't want to accidentally misdirect anyone, you know? I don't want to give anyone bad information and send them in the wrong direction. Especially because I think the considerations when I go into my art are quite different. Like, obviously I want it to be aesthetically pleasing and stuff, but like, the way that I get there is quite a different method. Like, I don't know if I can give good advice. I don't know if I can. I like listening to other people get, like, art critique and advice, though. I'm just, oh yeah, I remember from last year! Because we'd be sat in, like, the group chats, and you'd be like, do you want the nice goat feedback or the evil goat feedback? I remember! And I think most people pick evil, right? As long as, like, because again, it's like, it's a bit more harsh, but it's like more, like, you're going into details about stuff rather than just like, I need another word that's not pussyfooting, because it's the only one I can ever think of for like pussyfooting around the problem. There is more treading lightly maybe, but I feel like, nah, I need something that's not that, because it really comes out of nowhere in my lingo when I don't swear, and then I'm like, yeah, stop pussyfooting around it, and people, ugh. But that's what people say around me. I don't know. I need something else. I need to fix my lingo. As my opinion, they should pick and choose. Yes, yeah. Like, that is very, very true. Very, very true. Walking on eggshells. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. That's a better way. I need to adopt the walking on eggshells, not pussyfooting. Pussyfooting is like the one I know, but I don't want to keep using that one because it's like kind of, yeah, it's a weird one to have as part of my regular lingo when I don't swear, I feel like. Random one. Doesn't make sense, doesn't fit the vibe. Is a good word though, and I stand by it, but yeah. Alright. Is that one of those ones? Yeah. We're getting like do you see my collection of butterflies? Like my insect collection over here? Well, I wish I had like my blue hair and then I was doing my insect collection. Oh my god, that would have been great! Do not have my blue hair though. That's not very that like, this is my opinion, but I trust your gut. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Yeah, like I had someone ask about like some shapes and stuff and I was like, I think it looks really good what you've drawn. I don't know if it looks like what you're intending to draw though. And they were like, yeah, that's basically, this bit is exactly what I was thinking of too. Good to get a second opinion, cheers. And I was like, okay, good. I did an okay job. It was, yes. I just don't feel like I have more of a, less style, more method. Like I feel like most of my advice comes like from the method of doing things. And again, I think that makes sense as someone who does mainly needlework, is the method is a really important part, and like where a lot of people will struggle is to do with the method more, and like, you know, feedback will be things like make sure that your hoop is as tight as a drum and stuff like that. You know, you've got this pinching here that's happening because of A, B, and C. Like, it's still critique and feedback, but I feel like it's a very, you know, it's different. At least to me, it feels very different to like the critique you hear people getting for digital art, because I feel like although method probably does come up, it's such a key part for like needlework that I feel like a lot of critique is just that. Like you'll hear people critique you on like your colors and fabric choices a lot less, or like you know, design and stuff, art style. Like you won't really get like a whole lot of critique over that, and shapes even you won't probably get a whole lot of critique over, but you will get a lot of critique over things like the reason that you're having this issue here is because of XYZ. You know, this can be solved in several ways. If you want to avoid, like, again, for like embroidery, pinching is a really good big one of like the reason you're having pinching in this area is because you've done this like this, which is not an ideal method for achieving this, which is like, it gets just different kind of critique, isn't it? But that's the critique that I'm used to. I'm used to that. So when people are like, what do you think of my art? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Not to mention, I think the majority of people that are in Chroma Core, in fact, no, everyone I've seen in Chroma Core this year that's got in is a better artist than me. Like, as far as, like, drawing goes. I feel like I do pretty good with needlework, because that is my area of expertise, but, like, when it comes to, like, drawing, I'm like, I think I'm probably the worst out of a lot of you. And I don't feel like that's particularly controversial. I think that's just how that is. That is not what I do as much. I do this. Oh, I've got too many, I think, because look at all this. There's gonna be a lot of layering, actually. It's gonna be cute, though. It's gonna be cute. A lot of butterflies to layer. They will be, hopefully, still visible. We'll see. We'll see at the end. I need a pure ref board of art styles I want to explore, but those, oh, you made one, but those were 2D. Time to make 3D style. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh dear. I'm curious about what kind of art styles you want to experience as a 2D artist? Artist as well, though. Oh dear. I'm quite enjoying where my 2D art is at, but then again, my 2D art and my traditional art is very hand in hand. The reason I draw with like a lot of the straight lines and stuff like that I do is because it is actually very conducive to embroidery. So my digital art kind of mimics my traditional in a way as far as method goes again, because I'm using like a lot of straight lines, thin lines, cross hatching, stuff like that, which is also things that you do with thread painting. So it all comes back to my needlework stuff. So I guess they do kind of go hand in hand, thankfully. I mean, to be fair, I bet there are some 2D art styles that are also very like hand in hand with sculpture as well. that, you know, doing one helps you with the other and vice versa. Because I would definitely say that the 2D art that I've been doing the last couple of years has also helped my traditional art. Like the digital art that I've been doing the last 2 years has also helped my traditional a lot. And vice versa. The traditional art that I do has also really shaped and guided my digital. It feels like they are not, even though they do look quite different in the end, I feel like they are not completely two separate things for me. I am also just one person. I'm simply a little guy, just a little idiot on the internet. So I guess I don't know how much stakes I would put in that, but that's my experience. It's just my experience. Oh dear. Oh. I wish these hunger pangs would stop though. I understand that I haven't slept well, but please, body, chill. Move this to one side. That's enough fabric that I could use again. I found my invisibility potion bottle! I hope you're enjoying it. Hell yeah. Oh dear. To explain, I made mini potion bottles as trinket. You did? Did they go down well? I hope that I'm assuming they went down really well, but I hope you had a wonderful experience giving them out to people. I bet you made a lot of people smile. I bet. I lost one. The one I lost was invisibility. Typical, but feels like somehow very apt. Go, another one. A lot of chroma calls people Cloudy and Dunkdo are the main CC. Otherwise, it's even Becca, animated 101 Dalmatians. Some anime art you don't know, and a classical. Are you sure? Listen. I might be more of a weeb. I'm an old weeb, to be fair. I might be more of a weeb than you think I am. Test me. One of the one of the anime art styles that I've been really inspired by is Mononoke. Not Princess Mononoke, just Mononoke. Because that looks like a very collagey art style with a lot of bright colors and pops, and like, yeah, that's one. I did like a piece from Mononoke like 5 years ago, like very early into me streaming, maybe like four and something years ago. It was very early into me streaming, and since then it's been like a source of like inspiration for my art regularly. I love it. But not Princess one. Princess Mononoke is cool too, but specifically Mononoke, which I think is getting a movie soon. I don't know if it's another series or it's getting a movie, but it's getting a something, and I'm very excited about that. Same with Paprika as well. Again, it's that kind of art style, which I guess because it's like, I don't want to say less rendered because that doesn't feel right, but like there is something about it that feels very like it goes hand in hand with how I'm doing like a lot of my embroideries, and I feel like I can take inspiration from it. Damn. I don't really trade as much. I would see someone that fit a potion and I just give it to them, and they went down very well. Hell yeah, I'm not surprised at all because they were really cute, lovely little trinkets. I bet people loved them. Oh dear. Yeah, I also hope you had a fantastic time there. Again, I'm sure you did, but I hope it was really fun. It was really fun. Although if you're getting lots of good reactions from people and stuff like that with the stuff that you've made, I feel like that's a good start to having a wonderful weekend. There we go. All right, last layers. I might not need this many, but again, if I've got any left over, I can just use those maybe for a piece down the line. One is Susan Richards, Twitch streamer if I spell the name right, YouTuber Mushy Art, and two others. Oh, okay, it's the okay. So I might actually not recognize them, but listen, I still like to know. I'm still like, give me your artists. Give me. I want to know them. I want to be inspired. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Like, I know anime shows, I'm not as good at knowing individual stuff. I haven't watched as much the last couple years though. I do go through phases. I'm like not in an in phase right now, which is a shame because a lot of really big shows have come out, but like, what you gonna do? Sometimes you're just not in that phase, and I'm not in that phase. Love when you do time right, you're half an hour early to work. Oh, Star, no! Bless you. I hope that work is, I'm sure, at least it's better being late, I suppose. Oh dear. It's better than that. Could be worse, I suppose. Could be late. Bless you. I used to have to get into work really early as well. Like when I was there, I used to, so we only had trains like a maximum of once an hour. And if I got the second train, I'd get into work like 5 minutes late. And I remember a couple of us bringing up to management at one point being like, would you mind if we just started and ended our shifts 5 minutes late because of the trains? And they were like, yes, you can't do that. And it's like, aight. So I used to have to catch a train that would get me there like 55 minutes early. And so I'd bring my breakfast, or I'd grab some breakfast on the way and just go into work and eat breakfast like there, because it's like, I'm there so early. Like, what else am I going to do? I wasn't alone. Again, there was a few of us that were traveling from a similar area, and we would all get there very early, because otherwise we'd get there 5 minutes late. Just ass. The heckin' Welsh trains, I swear. Oh! Gajikuta. I'm gonna Google that one. I don't know, I could be wrong. I might be thinking of something else. It looks similar to something I'm thinking of, but I don't think it's the same thing at all. But I want to see it. Not the anime. I don't want the anime. I just want the... There you go. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, is this got a newer anime adaptation? I will say the panels from the manga look gorgeous. Really, really cool. Like, very uncomfy at points, but like in like the best possible way. Very cool. Oh, there's graffiti as well. Sick. Sick! Oh, I'm losing my leg. I'm losing my leg! I got great reactions, which have cemented the idea to me of making these potions to put in my shop, do small batches and see how they sell. Especially as I have... Oh, fair. Austin, the hat is very cool. The hat you made is sick. I'm not surprised. That is really, really cool, Feathered. Really, really cool. Everyone here loved it as well when we saw it on the Discord. It was really cool. What is the problem with the 55 too early? Well, they can't have a problem with that, I'm afraid, because you've told me that's what I have to do. If you have a problem with that, then I'm afraid you're gonna have to take the 5 minutes late. One or the other. These are your options. Either that or I just don't come into work, I guess. Oh dear. What a shame. What a shame. Alright, that is a gathering of butterflies. Do you like our butterflies? We've got so many of them. I think these should still be relatively recognizable as butterflies. I'm gonna want to layer them a little bit. So we're gonna want to do like one, I'm gonna tip them all out, sorry. We're gonna want to do like one layer and then like a next, so that we don't have any color that's like popped out too much. I love T-Ted's art, this chroma core. I want to do something similar to, I love T-Ted's art in general. Dear. Very, very cool. I think, which year did T-Ted win? Was that 2023? Everything kind of blurs together. Everything blurs together. I have no idea where I am. But yeah, no, I also love. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous art. Gorgeous. All right, we're just gonna tack a few in at a time. Actually, you know what? There's no reason for us to tack a few at a time. We'll just tack in one at a time. Like, welcome to the stream. We're gonna be tacking for a minute. And that's okay. It's safer like that. There is a bird outside that sounds like a straight up dinosaur. I don't know if it's picking up on mic, but it was doing it earlier and I was like, there's a very upset seagull outside. I don't know why. There is a bird outside that is like roaring, and I don't know if I've ever heard a seagull do like a roar before, but like the seagull outside our window is like, like full roar like a dinosaur. I can buy some snacks now though? True. Get your pre-work snacks. Hell yeah. All right, time to tackle these in. So again, for anyone newer, tacking is literally just a stitch, which is like, it's a hold stitch basically. It's like, it's gonna hold it in place while I do the next stage of things. We're gonna tack a few of them in a row with the idea that we do like one whole layer and then we'll applique them in properly with the machine just to make sure they really hold. And then we will do another layer. We might only need to do 2 layers, to be honest. We might have some leftovers here, and that's fine. Again, I have other bits that require these, so not a huge problem at all. So just doing a little, very, very simple hold stitch around the outside. It should take me like, maybe like a minute per butterfly, if I'm not getting distracted, which, we'll see. But yeah, very, very nice and quick. And then honestly, appliquing them in will not take that long either. Ah, dear. I gravitate, I think, towards art styles these days that like are a little less rendered, which again, I do think makes sense considering if I'm taking inspiration from them, I'm probably taking inspiration from them for embroidery. If I have longer, I could probably do like a pretty good rendered embroidery look. Am I in focus? Sorry, I've just realized I've not checked with my cams at all. Am I in focus? Probably not, right? Let me see if I can get good focus for you. Probably around there, right? Yeah. Okay. Apologies, professional streamer, but actually not at all. Let's get. I don't have as many of these ones. Where's the one that I don't like? There's one of these that I'm not as keen on. I will use that one at the bottom. I think it's this one here, but I'll double check. Yeah, it's this one here. Okay. Not as keen on this one. It's just got like a lot of green in it. So I can put it there. Yeah, as long as none of these overlap, I can sew in quite a few here. There we go. And yeah, I'd like to do a panel later, which looks like whatever the skin of the creature that, or the caterpillar is going to be, with like a section of this sort of fabric stitching it together. And I'm going to make like a little embroidered hand separately that can hold the needle, and then just like literally do stop motion of like pull it a little bit, take a picture, pull it a little bit, take a picture, pull a little bit. I'm going to have to set up a camera to make this work, but I think as long as I do it all at the same time, it should be fine. The other thought process I might do is I might get a piece of paper and cut out a window in it to help me with sizing things, because that's been a thing that I've struggled with from the beginning, is the sizing and resizing once it's like, you know, digital, and making sure it's in the same sort of place. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe to do that. I'm trying to think of ways that I can make my life easier, to be fair, which is I think a good start. Okay, get one in here. Again, as long as none of these butterflies touch, we're okay. If they touch, we're in big trouble, massive trouble. It'll never work. Oh my god, all of my ideas down the drain. There we go. This will be semi-similar to what we did the other day. Oh man, I don't want to make a whole background of this actually. It's kind of pretty. Dang it, dang it. I don't have time for that today though. Maybe in the future. I will say again, this has all been kind of, it's same as other chroma cores. I've been experimenting with a new style. I'm really enjoying this. I think, wait 2 seconds. Can I? You're really high up. Why are you so high? Okay, sorry, I don't know why you're so high up there today. I don't really change anything between my streams, but I guess I do sometimes knock my camera, so maybe this is a I've knocked the camera at some point moment, because like, I don't know why the hell you're all the way up there when I'm like down here sewing. Apologies. I appreciate you being so patient with me. Apparently I have no idea what I'm doing. There we go. And then in here. Okay, good. And then I would like to put details on the wings of some of them as well in white. I think that'd be really cute. But I might hold until we get to like some of the higher up ones, because I don't want to waste my time on ones that you're not going to see with those details for anyway, because that would, if I'm hand stitching in some details to the wings, that would, or even if I'm doing it on the machine, it would take a little bit longer. I like the idea of it. I'm also like, I also like the idea of getting this finished today. There we go. What's another color that I can put in here? Maybe the light pink one, I think. Yeah, we'll do the light pink one. Put that one in there, maybe. There we go. Oh. I think Star, actually I don't know if Wad has as well. I think Star's been in the other Chroma Core live stream. I wanted to go in and see them, but I wasn't feeling super well at the time. I have to keep an eye out on the other Chroma Core ones, because I want to watch Star work on stuff as well. And if I'm just in the Racer one, then I don't get to see everyone else. Oh god. It's one of those of, I think every time I think about the stuff that I want to do, I'm like, I want to make the most of when I've been picked. So I don't think I'm going to get picked again for Chroma Core in the future. I imagine this is my like, my go for it kind of year. I also, there are other, like some of the things I've done other years I kind of miss. It's tricky. Talking about feelings helped. Thank you, it cleared up my brain. Now I'm ready for Chroma Core again. Oh, hell yeah. I'm glad. I wasn't intending to, I promise. I would never purposefully try and psychology anyone, but I'm glad that it helped. Oh dear. I always think the idea of me like doing anything like that is always like, oh god, I'm not a very smart person. I feel like you have to be quite smart to do that sort of thing, and I am not that. But I'm glad it helped a little. Oh dear. Oh, we can do a hydrate. Welcome on in, Evic. I hope you're doing good. Thinking out loud, rubber ducking. Now that I can do. Is it called rubber ducking elsewhere? I'm assuming it is. Rubber ducking is like just when you're like someone basically explains what they're thinking to you. So they're like, I'm thinking to do this, and you just sit there and you go, yes, yes. That I can do. I know Shiny's used me as a rubber duck a few times where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna put all of my thoughts out and explain them to you, and by explaining my thoughts to you, I better understand them myself. Yeah. That process. What star were you talking about? Because there's you. I feel like they've seen you in the voice chat a couple times, at least once. And I was like, I wanted to go say hi, but I wasn't feeling very well, so I was like, no. Oh dear, I need to keep a better eye on the other voice chats when I am feeling well. Yeah. Rift, good morning as well. How you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're good. We are. Look at our butterflies. We're making a collage of butterfly fabrics at the moment. Or butterfly fabrics, no. The fabric cut into butterflies. We've got goals, Rift. Lofty goals today. We're going to try and achieve. I want to make an animatic, but I don't know. Mario, good morning. How you doing? Welcome on in. Good morning. Welcome to a chaotic stream where we have goals, but they are high, and I don't know if we are going to hit them. But that's okay, because most of this is just having fun anyway. Oh dear. Hell yeah, nailed it. Good explanation. Most of this is just, having fun. Enjoying ourselves. Experimenting a little bit. Trying some things out. Seeing what fits. Seeing what doesn't. I have been there, yes, but I haven't been this weekend, and most of the time it's very late in the evening. Yeah, so that's when I saw you. So normally late in the evening is when my migraines are pretty bad, which is why I was like, I saw you there and I was like, I want to go join the chat, but I'm also like, so I'm like, I'm not gonna. But I wanted to. Oh dear. I had a dream of the war. Oh my gosh. That's very cool though. That's very cool. Art dreams, is it? I love lofty goals. We want to make an animatic in one day using embroidery. I feel like our goals might have gotten too lofty. Do you think? I think. But I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna give it a go. There is a very real possibility that today is my last day officially competing if I don't get any points today. So I might as well have fun. Enjoy myself while I am here. And then go with no regrets kind of thing, Ah, dear. Go with not a single regret. That's my goal. No regrets. Only proud. Only proud. No regret, only proud. Is what I want to be. No regret, only proud. Put that there. Good. There you go. I did see you a couple times. Yeah, I've been trying to join and like chat with people. I'm trying to be social. I'm very shy as a thing. It's not that I don't want to talk to people. Everyone's lovely and really talented and I could learn a lot from them. I'm just very shy. But I'm trying to join. Yesterday in the afternoon when I was feeling a little better, I even streamed a little bit of the art to it because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, because I didn't do my live stream, I was streaming a little bit of embroidery to it. So that was fun. But yeah, no. I'm normally a little bit too shy. I think it is just because they are all so talented. I'm just like, ooh. They're all so good, but they're all lovely as well. Oh dear. At least having fun and enjoyment isn't that bad. True, it's not. A little unproductive. It happens. We have those unproductive days. That's very fair. Very, very fair. Having fun is 100% reason to do the craft. You're so right. And I wanna have fun. And this Again, I've been thinking since we've done other ones, I'm like, this is something that I'd love to experiment with a little bit more, and this feels like the art style to experiment with it, because it gives me a lot of flexibility with how much I can do compared to regular embroidery. So I feel like this is a good art style to experiment with it in, just to see how much I can get done. What we're doing right now, we are doing layers of a creature with the vibe that we will be taking pictures of them separately and then taking it into live 2D and just having a little bit of like fun with like, not rigging it like a VTuber model, but just like having it so that it can wiggle a little bit. You know, a little bit of movement, but not too much. But the rest of it I want to do frame by frame, so it's a bit of a mix, but that's okay. We'll get this bit done first, so I at least have something to submit at the end of the day. And then if I have some spare time, we'll do the rest of it. I think that's how we're going to take today. I've ordered it in priority. 7 is the most important. This is 7, then 1, then 7, 1, 4, 6, 3, 5, 2. 7, 1, 4, 6, 3, 5, 2 is the level of priority. There's 7 things that I would ideally like to do in an ideal world where I had all the time in the world. There are 7 things I'd want to do, and yeah, the order of priority is what I just said, I suppose. It's a bit stupid. But again, I'm having fun. There is no problem. We are simply having a good time, and that's all right. That's all it needs to be. It does not need to be any more deep than that. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Not always in. I'm always in Shifty's one. Yes, I want to join that more as well. Again, I just get shy, but I want to join. I want to join more. I'm gonna keep trying to get better with stuff like that, and actually, like, if I see it, I'm just be like, I join. And then if I'm like feeling too shy or overwhelmed, I can always leave. You know, I don't have to stay. Yeah. Oh, there's Saki, good morning. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good morning. Come hang out with us. Oh dear. Yes. I will try. I will try. It's not for lack of wanting to be fair. It is literally just me. I'm just a very shy person. But I'm trying. I've been doing really good the last couple of years of getting out of my comfort zone, and what the hell is that? Disgusting. And meeting more people and being less shy and organizing stuff, so I'm doing better. But it'll be like one of those things, isn't it? It's an endless work in progress. An endless work in progress. Kind of like me. I'm an endless work in progress. We're all endless works in progress. And one of the things I'm chipping away at is my shyness, which I think I am getting better at, but it's still a work in progress. But I've come off mic, I've been on mic a couple times, and I've come out of mute. That's been good. Oh dear. Here we are. It can be progress, exactly. Honestly, I find it hard on the Chroma server, so you're not alone. It's just everyone's so talented and so cool. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm just here with my silly little embroidery stuff, and you're all so cool and stuff, and getting in my head about it. But everyone's very nice. So it really is just getting in my head about it, because everyone's lovely. Get that one in there. I can maybe fit one more in there, maybe? And then we can sew all the first layer down and then do another layer on top. And it's looking like a collage of butterflies, is it not? Although I do think when we have like the second ones on top, it will look even more like a collage. But that's why I put the base ones in, because I was like, there's gonna be gaps. It'd be a good way of doing it. What could I do to make it a bit more comfortable, just in case? Or if another shy person joins? I think... it's hard, right? Because everyone's a little bit different, and I'm not sure if stuff that would help one person would necessarily help another. For me, it's a me problem. I need to. It's not any, because I've not had any bad experiences with anyone in the Chroma chat. Everyone's always been very sweet and nice and stuff like that. So it's not like I have like, oh, so and so did this and then I got shy. I'm just a shy person. So for me, it's just a consistently making it so that I do try and join chats and stuff like that, even if I'm on mute that day. To keep giving it a go, because I feel like building up a lot of good experiences around it will help me find it easier in the future. But yeah, that's I'll get there. I'm very extroverted, so once I get chatty, I'm fine. It just is like getting to the chatty bit, isn't it? Oh dear. They're too cool for me at level 1. No, you're cool. No, you are cool. Don't you even. You're very happy cool. There we go. I've talked to Device multiple times a week ever since Chromacon ended last year. Oh, hell yeah. Oh dear. Very cool. Yeah, maybe you need to join some of the outside chroma art stuff and try and join in there and stuff like that throughout the year. I mean, a lot of the time I'm just kind of busy, to be fair. But like, I can make an effort. I can make an effort. If it's something that I want to get better at, I gotta make an effort. I can try and schedule some time each week where I just look at other artists and their work and stuff like that. Which honestly is probably, as an artist, not a bad thing to do. Schedule time for inspiration? Oh no, what a shame. Oh dear, it's not like that's super helpful as an artist to like see other people's artwork and stuff like that. I get very spoiled on stream because of things like Discord Art Share, but I should also be making an effort to do that in other people's spaces and stuff like that as well. I'm very shy. It's terrible, right? Because we do Discord Art Share and I love seeing other people's art. I'm very shy about sharing art on other people's streams. It's why if like we raid people and they're like, oh, will you share some of your art? I'm normally like, no. And it's not like I'm trying to be rude or anything. I'm just shy. Just shy. Oh dear. What I might want to do though, for that, I think it'd be easiest if I made like a very much curated like website or something where I had the art that I'm the most proud of on it and just had it like back to back. Because I think that would, for me, make it easier as like, you know, if we raid someone, they're like, do you have a link to your art? I can share that and then I know that I am proud of everything on that website. Also that it's all Twitch appropriate and such. So that's probably a long-term goal for me, is just to like have like an online portfolio properly that I can be like, this is where my art is at right now, and I can update it with time. All right, let me get my machine back out. We need to do our free motion around all of this, and then we'll do the next layer. And then I think actually that's probably gonna be enough. I think we're probably only gonna need 2 layers, because I imagine anything that like shines through like at this point is going to be very small amounts, or like around the outskirts more than anything else. I don't think it'll be in the main space. Yeah, like this covers a lot, to be fair. I think you can really see that it's butterflies. I like that. Okay, but we don't need that right now. We need to stitch this in first. Steps and steps and steps. Oh dear. Being people I know here, so you, WOD in VC made it easier for me. There you go. You're already doing it. I'm talking about motivating people often. It just feels like talking to fellow artists. I want to get to that stage. I want it to feel like the people that I'm talking to, it feels more normal. I want to get there. I am much better with Twitch streamers than I used to be. I used to be terrified of talking to other Twitch streamers. Which I know is very silly because Twitch is a very social platform, but I used to be terrified of talking to other Twitch streamers. I don't feel that anymore. I don't feel that anymore. I'm much better with that. These days, I go out of my way to talk to more people and raid new people and all that kind of good stuff. So like that one is it's still obviously like something that I think about, but I feel pretty confident with where I'm at with it at least. Oh, I really want to do wing details. Damn it, I'm such a nightmare human. I want to do wing details so badly, but I'm like, I'm on a deadline, I've got things to do, but what if I just did some wing details? What if I just did a few? But no, I'll be good. If I had all the time in the world, I would. I'll tell you right now, I would. I'd do it in a heartbeat. But I do not have all the time in the world. All right, jump to the next one. Once again, making sure we are sewing with our hands firmly outside of the hoop so that we do not accidentally destroy our hands. That'd be embarrassing. Be like, sorry guys, I'm dropping out of chroma core. Why? Because my hand is currently wedged in my machine. And I don't imagine that I can keep sewing like this. Yeah, that would be a little bit embarrassing. Also, difficult in life. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make my own life difficult like that. I would just make general things hard. Oh, why are you angry? You don't like this fabric? That's fair. It's not my favorite on the page, but I think it's important. I think it adds a little something something, so even if it's not your favorite on the page, I require you to still sew it. Thank you very much. I love having little discussions with my sewing machine. It gets very grumpy about really random things. Like that. It really doesn't like that fabric. I don't know why. Oh well. He'll get over it. Likes this fabric though. Yeah, you like that fabric. You just like the pretty patterned fabrics. You don't like the plain fabrics very much, huh? Even though they're made of exactly the same materials and there is no logical reason why you don't like the ones which are plain, I see you. I see that you like the patterned fabric and you dislike the plain fabric, which is fair. The pattern fabrics are very fun, but we must have some plain fabrics here as well. Otherwise, none of the pattern fabrics will stand out nicely and it'll be too busy. Yeah. I'm just going around the outside, then I'll do the ones inside as well. Feels like a nice order where I don't accidentally like miss one, you know? Especially since the stitches are like relatively subtle. But I think as well, probably on camera it looks like my hands are very close to it. They're not, don't worry too much about it. They probably look much closer than they actually are because I'm like going around the edge of the hoop. But in reality I've got like a good distance between us. I can even bring this a bit closer to you if you like, there you go. I feel like when it's closer to you it's harder to see though. But maybe you can see that my fingers are safe better. I don't want to be giving anyone anxiety, that's not my intention. There we go. And then one more here and then we can do the middly ones. And also trim a lot of threads because I've just been jumping around. We'll have to iron this as well. Oh, to be fair, we do have to iron it all anyway. We can always iron it later. We can iron it after we've cut it out even, it doesn't really matter. The pen will disappear regardless. There we go. Where's the next one? Oh, is there only one more? Oh, sick. Okay, well that's easy. There was only two. I thought there were three in the middle. I still feel like there are three in the middle. I feel like I've just lost one. But apparently there were only two in the middle, so that's nice and easy. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Let me trim some threads and then we can do the next bit, which is, again, more tacking and then back to it. But butterflies are starting to come in. They're starting to be there. Yo, beep boop skadoo doot. Oh dear, why do lightheaded taste so bad? Do you like blue? Oh dear. Hell yeah. How would you describe my personality from... Ah, see it. We have to rely on Star for that. I'm sure you're asking Star anyway. But I would be interested in what Star says. I don't know so much about it. I lack vital information. There you go. Thank you for the egg. Thank you for the egg. Gotta go now. Take care. Good luck with the art. The work. Good luck with the work. And the art when you do art next. Also good luck with that. But mainly the work right now, I believe. There we go. I can see my desk and most of the floor in the workroom. The floor is filthy and needs washing. Hey, listen, it's a start. Progress is progress. Thank you for the egg as well, by the way. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Just trimming off all of our threads. There we go. And that. There. And then we'll have to do the same on the back because otherwise when I remove it from the hoop it's going to have like this weird like, it'll like try and pull itself to itself a little bit, which is a bit annoying, so we'll take it off the back as well. Or at the very least trim the ones on the back. I think it makes more sense just to remove them. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I think, yeah, this is easy enough. They're relatively loose. Oh, there we go. There. There. And there. There you go. Nice. Okay. Threads have been trimmed. Next level. Don't worry about the outlines as well. I know you can't really see them that well. They are quite visible at this point, but again, ironing will get rid of all of those. In the meantime, let's work out what would look good where. Because these ones will be a bit more visible. They will be at the top. In Critical BBC, somebody remembered saying that They are goat in deep man voice, so when they heard my voice, they didn't believe it to the point they felt crazy and they couldn't handle it. They left the VC. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear, that is quite funny though. All right, I'm thinking, cook a little bit here, but I think this here would look good. I think this here would look pretty good. I think, probably do a little bit of that there. Maybe one of these over here. Like so. Could go there. To be fair, this one could go there, but then it's very close to that one actually. No, I don't like that. No, there's light pink there already. Oh, tricky. This one actually might have to go here, I think. There can't be anything else that would super fit there. And here then we can go for... I don't know. Oh, maybe the spacey one actually. Oh, where can we put the spacey one? Spacey one here? Yes, spacey one here. This one here. Turn this one around. Put this one in here. There you go. Up here could go light pink. Over here, I'm tempted to put one of the blue ones in the corner, but you really won't see it that much anyway. Could do another spacey one in the corner. The spacey ones are very pretty. Could do like a that in there. Maybe a this up here. I've got quite a few left over, but that's okay. Again, leftovers is not a huge issue. I think that's pretty good. Like, we'll definitely get the pieces we want cut out of that. Like, because they're not that big. Gonna send my current setup to the live stream chat right now. I feel so set up. Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see your current setup. Oh, you can see it straight away. Apparently, you straight up on screen. Apparently. Whoa. Oh, this is the bleach stuff. Show me. Hey, look. Oh my god, the monitors and the oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it immediately came up on screen. It knew that I wanted to see it at least. That's very cool. That's very cool. You're gonna get your walking in. You're gonna get your walking in while walking in while you do your crafts and such. That's very cool. Let's go. Let's go. Very heckin' cool. So healthy. Wow, that is a really cool stream setup. It's much more professional looking than mine. You've got good vibes going there. Really, really nice. Oh dear. Is that a treadmill? Yeah, it's like a treadmill with the keyboard on it. So you can like mouse and keyboard while on the treadmill. Very cool. Very cool. Very healthy. Oh my gosh. I think I'm done for tonight. Already walked like an hour. That's super fair. that is a lot of walking already. So you are so fair. So fair. Oh dear. I got my cat on my lap. Oh my god, living your best life. Living your best life with cat lap? Hell yeah. That sounds pretty good. I'm jealous of that as well. God, I'm jealous of all of you. Damn, living in jealousy today it turns out. I'm just the most jealous being you ever did see. God, I'm jealous of all of you. You got all this cool thriving. You know what though? I'm happy for you. I'm happy you're all thriving and doing well. Even if I am insanely jealous of everything. I'm happy for you. Jealous but happy for you. Jealousy. Don't know if I want that one actually. Says it aloud. No, regret. Backtrack. Oh gosh. It's fine. As long as Blackwell isn't here to hit, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, let's go the whole way around, doing all of these again. And then we can trace the vague shape of our wings, not the actual shape. Actually, we could trace the vague shape and then we could trace the real shape onto it as well, maybe. I don't know. This shape is just really for the size of the things, not actually the shapes of them. I'm here too. No need to be jealous of me. Okay, I will not be. I will not be jealous of you. I'll be jealous of Wad because they have a cat on their lap. And I'm gonna be jealous of Lovey for their really cool stream setup. I do like my setup though, I will say. Like when I was showing my art to the Discord the other day when we were like on the chat, I got to bring out my bead things and I was like, you know what? I have made some good progress on this because like there is something, I don't know. Okay, everyone's different with this sort of thing and everyone likes different things, but like I have like my beads sorted by order and I needed some green beads. So I bought out this case and I was just like, right, what have I got? And this was very satisfying. It was so nice just to be able to go through them and be like, oh, I think I had like a little bit of this and like maybe some of those and then some lighter ones. I might just grab some of these. And people were like, whoa, everything's in little boxes. Yeah, everything in little boxes. And I have a lot of these for different colors and stuff like that in different places. And yeah, you know what? I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting there. My desires and goals are slowly but surely coming to fruition because one of my goals is to have everything in tiny little plastic boxes so that whenever I need something, I can just go grab it from like a tiny plastic box. Which I think has become a goal because of like doing stuff with beads and things like that. Like having them organized is very appealing. I did send an email today that I was supposed to send a month ago, but that can't be the jealousy reason. No, you know what? I could be jealous of your productivity, right? I could be like, damn, I'm so jealous that you're getting the stuff done that you need to get done. Because not me. My beads are crazy right now. Yeah, see, beads get out of control real quick. So like, it has definitely been like a goal of mine to get everything under a lot of control because that way it's much easier, like live on stream, if I want to go grab something, I can just do so. So yeah, that's been my one. I love tiny little boxes. I'm putting everything in tiny little boxes. It's my favorite. I'm a sucker for tiny little boxes. Yeah. Oh my God, wait, I wish I had this image to hand better. I'll see if I find it and whack it in the Discord if I can. But yeah, when we sorted out, so we had an event. I know what it'd be from. It's probably in my downloads from like 2023 as a thing. Can I scroll back to 2023? God, I save everything in my downloads is the problem. So it's like my downloads are just a nightmare. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna scroll for 10 years. But yeah. Like, we did an event a couple years ago where we got loads and loads of beads from Cthulhu, which was really, really cool. So Cthulhu was getting rid of a lot of old beads that they don't use anymore, like a lot of old beads. And so I took them off their hands and sorted and organized and cleaned a lot of them as well, because a lot of them were like quite old, so a bit dusty. And we did like a week on stream when we were just like taking the seed beads and moving them into little boxes, like one at a time, like just moving them from place to place, and it was very fun. It was honestly exactly what I needed. After all of like the busyness and stuff, and I really liked it. I think I'm around the right place where I might find it. I think it's around. Yeah, there it is. Okay, 2 seconds. Let me get up the Discord. Actually, 2 seconds. Let me cut this. Put it somewhere I can find it, because the amount of times I've tried to find this and I just don't know where it is. Let me put it here. There you go. And then put it in the live stream chat in the Discord. You want to see? This is what it looked like after organization. It looked like this. After we organized them all, we gave the 99% of them away. So we just like, well, like if you pay postage, you can have whatever beads you want, and we just gave them away to everyone. But this is what they all look like once we'd organized them. A lot of them are reused. Oh, Grifter! I have one of those on my desk. I have like an orange set of those, like here, like right there on my desk. I love them. The tiny boxes. Yeah, literally, I think I have that exact same one as you in orange. Like, because mine also has the 4 drawers across the bottom, and then yeah, no, I have exactly the same set as this in orange, and I have it there. Oh dear. Yes, yeah, same brain. Yeah. We love tiny boxes. Download folder Doom. I know that. I save everything in my downloads, and I shouldn't save. This is like, I shouldn't do it, but I do. And then every time I'm like, why can't I find it? And it's like, because it's in my downloads, and I can't find anything in my downloads ever. I have done this to myself. Got it at Home Depot. So I got mine for Christmas. Whenever people aren't sure what to get me for Christmas, which is quite often, I never really know what to ask for except for pajamas and socks. I ask for storage solutions. I'm like, listen, I got a load of fabric. what I really like for Christmas, and like beads and craft supplies, and like is some kind of storage solution for like my craft supplies. So yeah, I get like a lot of plastic boxes. I got like for one Christmas, I got 4 65-liter tubs. So like plastic tubs for my fabrics. Like another Christmas, I got all the stuff for the beads. I've had like the smaller sets for like desk stuff and like bigger sets for like stuff I don't use as often, but I still want to keep clear. So yeah, I do all of those kinds of things, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But yeah, whenever I'm not sure what to ask for Christmas, it's like, can I have storage solutions, please? Can I please have some storage solutions? I love storage solutions. There we go. My brain says these prompts have happened before, just packaged differently. Yeah. A lot of the time you do get similar ones. Like industrial design, there's always industrial design. There's normally a graffiti prompt. I've got some stuff prepped for the graffiti prompt though. I've got a plan. When that one comes up, I haven't done the art for it, but I have a plan of how I'm going to do the art for the graffiti one. Industrial is one that always comes up. Abstract, you normally have one abstract. So like, you're not wrong, but it's because it's a really good like set of like varied things, right? But like there are often quite a few prompts that happen that happen a few times. Oh dear. How embarrassing. Discord just told me it's telling people I've been playing Chillquarium for 7 hours. Nothing wrong with that. Not embarrassing. No. You're fine. Enjoy your Chillquarium. Hell yeah. Is indeed doing that. I hope you're having a good hecking time with it. Nothing embarrassing there. Just good vibes. I mean the mad scientist happened before. Big tree has happened before. Oh. I mean, you might be right. It's hard to say because I don't have the best memory. But you very well might be correct here. I'm not sure. I couldn't rightly say. I don't actually know. I know that there was the overgrowth year because like 2023 was the year overgrowth, and overgrowth did have like tree prompts and like more overgrowth style prompts, so like more prompts around trees and such. So I imagine a lot of trees were made that year. What was the other one you said? Mad Scientist? I don't remember Mad Scientist. I know last year there was like Power Rangers villain one, which I guess you could see is similar. I don't remember Mad Science. But again, I'm not doubting that there might very well be one there. I just don't remember it personally. Okay. A little collection of butterflies. Very cool, very cool. I do hope that the piece is big enough that you can actually see them, but that's okay. That's okay. Again, I guess I could. It's fine. Go. When I finally get the new workroom built and I managed to snag some apothecary units, my husband, my 100-old click and steal boxes could find a new home with you, Jelly. Not while we're still in renovations. We have like a veto of adding new things to the house, which is why like for that thing that was in the group chat the other day I had to say no to. Veto on stuff in the house right now until all renovations are complete, which is likely several years away. So, not if situation was different, maybe. But as of things right now, I've been vetoed. I've been vetoed by someone. He's like, stop it. Stop bringing things into the house while we're still renovating because we have no living room. And it's like, while you are correct, what if I say brought more things into the house? What then, huh? What you gonna do? I also don't want to make people mad at me. This will be a couple more years. Okay, well maybe by that point I won't be in, I'll be okay. Oh dear. Oh gosh, it's like, stop bringing stuff into the house. It's like, but I'm a crafter. It's what we do. I can't help it. It's in my nature to bring things into the house. I'm a crafter. You head out, no, you're fine. Good luck with the prompt. I hope it goes good. But the stuff you do will be neat. In fact, exactly. Tell them that. Like, but it's my nature. It's what I need to do. I'm a crafter. literally my name. I'm a crafty jellyfish. I'm clearly a crafter. I think this one was there. This one was here. This one was over here, I think. Yeah, that looks about right. I had planned and I forget. Oh dear. The queue of stuff coming in for Jelly immediately after renovations are done. Yeah, it's like, right, well, you said wait. Here we are. I waited. I was patient. Time for me to get the things now. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Oh dear. Now we got a lot of stuff in the house. I get it. I get it. Oh dear. I'm trying to be not a pain in the ass to live with, you know? It's little goals, little life goals. Trying my very best to be like, whose hair is this? That's not even a hair, that's polyester something or other. I don't know what that is. Probably there's a random black thread from the box, to be honest, considering that I did just get all of these out of the box, but also I don't recognize that. Oh dear. Alright. We have 3 more to tack in now, and then we can do the stitching over the top, and then we can trace the design onto them, and then those are our wings. We're actually doing very well. We are doing very well. I know it sometimes doesn't look like we're making a whole lot of progress, because like, it's kind of a blur of color for you, I think. Apologies. It's a blur of color. But yes, it's actually going very well. We're doing very cool things, and I like how this is looking an awful lot, to be honest. There we go. And then we just have to trace our wings onto it, or sort of where the wings will be. And there is a part of me that's like, should I just quickly iron it first? But I'm like, I don't want to get the iron out on stream. That means unplugging and replugging things in, and like, there are things I will do on stream, but that one scares me a little bit, just a little tiny bit. You're a little intimidated by the idea of unplugging things, because like, what if I unplug my computer? What then? All my plugs look exactly the same, and while I should know which one is which, in the heat of the moment, I could very easily just unplug my PC. And I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because again, I'm not doing digital art. It's not like I lose progress or anything. But would it be embarrassing? Yeah, it would. It would be really embarrassing if I was just like, sorry guys, ended stream because I went to plug in my iron and I accidentally unplugged my PC. Whoopsie. That's embarrassing. I don't want to embarrass myself like that. Hi Pink, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well, Pink. We are on day 5 of our embroidery every day. Actually, do you want to see the embroideries we've done so far? I haven't showed them off since the very beginning of stream, and I have 5 embroideries to show off now. And so far, once again, I'm gonna do I like all of them. Some of them are better than others. I will stand by that. Not all of them are of the same level of quality. However, I am proud of all of them for one reason or another. And I'm pretty happy with that. And today we're aiming to do an animatic. We'll see how it goes. I'm just making a fabric as well, which is a mistake. I don't know why I've chosen to make a fabric on a day that I want to make an animatic, because that's just like, let me just add extra work for no particular reason. But I want to make an animatic today. We shall see if we manage it or not. At the very least, I want to make like a tweened piece with this. So, and I think we will get that done. It's just, I don't know if we'll get the rest of it, but we're gonna try. Because you know what, why not? Why not? I'm here for funsies, and that sounds fun. Let me show you the stuff. I put my keyboard onto it, so I might just have to move some stuff around, like my keyboard. Specifically the keyboard, actually. There you go. Alright. Where's the start? Where's the start? The beginning. This one. So this is our character Millie. You can also see her in the bottom left of stream. She's the first one we made. We made this one over a couple of days, just because I had the extra time, so I didn't have to rush it. But yeah, this is Millie. She's my original character. I love her. She is also my cadet for Chroma this year. I made her like a couple weeks ago when Chroma started, and I've just fallen in love with her. I like her very much. The second one we made was fan art of another person's cadet. I made Bella's cadet Oil. So this is Oil. They are just, I hated the colors when I first started working on it, and then I love them now. It's one of those ones of like a real trust the process kind of piece, because I didn't like it for a long time until I did like it. But that was the second one we made. The third one is my favorite. Spoilers, this is my favorite one. These are not, by the way, affixed on the back, where they're just pinned. But this is a landscape piece with a tree growing out of a star, and I really like this piece. We made the background fabric out of appliquing like an ombre. So this ombre is all achieved via different fabrics and like making a collage of them. I think we've done, I really like it. Like, I'm so pleased. The star really looks like it's glowing, and I think the ombre looks really, really good. So that's my third one. The fourth one is, I think, a lot of people's favorite. It's not my favorite, but it's a lot of people's favorite. And that is frogs. We did like actual frills for like the neck and pieces. So this is all like 3D and movable. Same with like these ones and all of these. These are all like actual frills. They're a little froggy family. They're based on oyster mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms. Yeah, I like them. And then the one we made yesterday ended up being huge, and I don't know why. Big. Industrial design was yesterday, which is normally not something that works super, super well with embroidery. I gave it my best shot. I am proud of what I've done. I think this is my weakest one so far. I also didn't fancy doing the rest last bit digitally, so I just got like stickers on here at the moment. Don't worry about them. But yeah, that's our last piece. So these are the 5 we've made so far, which I'm really, really pleased. I think this one's my favorite so far. I am pleased with how the character design ones have gone though as well. But then I feel more confident in character design. I don't feel as confident in landscape, so I think that's also why I'm more proud of the landscape. Power Knuckles, good morning. Brown hair, no glasses, Jelly? I know. It's cause, so Power, also good morning, Power. I do have my glasses to one side and I should be wearing them, but I'm just not. The brown hair is because I'm in several wedding parties and I asked the brides, I was like, listen, my hair is blue right now. I don't want to stand out if that's not in your color scheme. What color would you like me to dye my hair for your weddings? Because I asked them this back in like September last year or October last year. And they were like, well, most of the party has like brownish kind of auburn hair. So if you could do somewhere in that. So here we are. Brownish auburn hair. Although I am getting a haircut in a couple of weeks because it is far too long. I haven't had it cut for like 2 months and it's like, it's going into my eyes. It's so long. It needs to be reshaved at the sides as well. And then also, yeah, this is long in the middle. But yeah, that is, that's where we're at. I offered my hair up to them and they were like, these are the colors. So I was like, cool, there we go. Oh dear. They all look stunning. It's clear you've worked it out. Thank you. I'm really pleased. I'm really, really pleased. The ones we've made so far, I've like some of my favorite embroideries that I've made, and that's been really, really nice. We've been finishing a lot of them digitally as well, so like putting some digital touches on them, and that's also been really fun. But yeah, generally I'm just very, very proud of the stuff we've done so far. But today is going to be a bit of a challenge. We're doing a challenge one today, where we are, well, we'll see. But I'm hoping to animate today's embroidery a little bit, just a little bit. But we'll see, because I've only had 2 hours sleep and my brain is small. What's actually probably going to happen is I assume we'll stream until I get like too tired, and then I'll probably end it at that point. Do like a Discord art share, have a little look at everyone else's art, and then do the rest of it off stream. Mainly just because I'm sleepy. I'm very tired. I got very little sleep last night. I don't even know if I got 2 hours. I just know that when I last looked at my phone, it was like 4 a.m. and I had to wake up at like 6. So, well, I woke up at 6:30-ish. But I also didn't go to sleep at 4 a.m. So I'm assuming 4:30 till 6:30. And I woke up once in there as well at 5 with the original alarm. So, God, I didn't sleep well. But it's okay, it was my own fault. I deserve no pity. I've done this to myself. All right, these have all been tacked in now. Let's get my machine back on stream. Get these appliqued down properly with free motion, and then we can get our wings out of this. The rest of the fabrics are much simpler comparatively. I am tempted. We could use a light pink for the lab coat, which I think would kind of be vibey. Light pink lab coat. And then maybe like the dark blue skin, the light pink lab coat. Put like a little neon pink gem in the center. That'd be pretty cute. Yeah, I kind of vibe with that actually. I vibe. The vibes, they're happening. I like that. I just one of the fun things about doing dailies is that you kind of work it out as you go. Like you see how it's going and you're like, okay, it's going in this sort of direction, then I think we should do ABC, and that's been really fun. I like the adapting on the go. It's very fun. Very free. All right. Oh, we'll plug the machine in. Plug the foot in. And then turn it on. All right, here we go again. So just going around the ones that we have yet to stitch. Some of these are going to be easier than others. Like this one I'm not going to be able to get the whole way around, and that is okay. Because it is kind of on its own in here, and that's fine. But the rest of them, we can get in, and then... yeah, so that's going to go to there. The next closest one, I suppose, is this one. So we'll go to this one. Go. Yeah, we're doing, so the prompt today is like mad scientist insect vibes. So I'm doing a caterpillar that dissects butterflies or sews together butterflies to make itself into a butterfly because it's jealous of all the butterflies flying outside. That's the storyline I'm going with for my character. They just really want to be a butterfly and they don't want to wait, so instead of waiting, they make themselves a pair of butterfly wings out of butterflies. And that's the mad scientist approach we're taking here. But yeah, I mean, I also think I just had butterflies on the mind since yesterday because I also used butterflies as part of my prompt yesterday. So I'm just like, I got butterflies on my mind. And, you know, I'm vibing with it. I'm vibing with it. There you go. The main thing was trying to find a way of actually displaying the idea that I had. So I was like, I have this idea, but I don't exactly know how I'm gonna do it so it's like, you know, people understand what I'm going for here. Well, I guess with the animation, it should be pretty clear. There we go. As long as I do a good job, I suppose. If I do a bad job, then it's probably not going to be very clear at all. To get the ones in the middle after this. And then we can do it. That's our fabric. We made it. Yippee! This one's much, much quicker than the ombre one. The ombre one took a while, but that, to be fair, was complicated. Like, we were having to judge the colors so much every time. Like, is this exactly in the right place? No, move it. So that one took quite a while. This one is a bit more just like, put the butterflies over the butterflies, and then we'll cut butterfly wings out of the butterflies. Easy peasy. I could have, well, no, I don't think I actually have a butterfly fabric, but I could have just gone and bought a butterfly fabric, I suppose. But I think this is more fun and cool and unique. And it gives me a lot of control over the colors as well, which is nice. Okay, 2 seconds. I want to show you this because it's gorgeous. And I'm biased, I know, but also I love pastels, to be fair. I'm a fan of pastels when it comes to sewing things. And I think this is a very, very cute color palette. Look at them. Wait, let me get it on the other screen really quickly because I think it'll even look more clear on this one. You see this? Ignore the random strings going across it because I haven't trimmed them yet. But like, butterfly vibes. I think it's cute. I think it's not too complicated. I don't think it will distract from the overall piece, but it's a nice little extra touch that the fabrics we're stitching together are butterflies. I could also use some of these butterflies for the first panel. I can use any of the extra ones for so many different things, honestly, so that's fine. I do not mind having extras. I can find uses for them, easy peasy. Okay. Cut that out there, cut that out there. Now, I will say, with the wings, I probably am not going to be able to trace them through because we've just layered the fabric so many times. So, like, trying to, like, put a light box underneath and trace our design onto it, that's not going to happen. It's too thick. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to cut them out from here, which is why I do, like, a spare one. We're going to cut them out from there and then use that to get what we need, which is just cut these 3 out. These are the 3 wings we need. It's why I do, again, like 2 layers, because sometimes I use these to trace. That's loud. Was that loud? Yeah, sometimes I use them to trace, and sometimes I use them for this. And in this case, I'm using it for this. I also don't know if I want to use these scissors, but I guess I'm here now. Oh, they're pretty. The colors are chef's kiss. Thank you. I think they're gorgeous. I kind of want to do this one in pinks and blues with like neon pink as a highlight color, I think. because I love a neon pink highlight, and I haven't done one since Millie, and I think for like the mad scientist, it would have probably either been like a neon green or a neon pink, and I did neon green the last couple of days. I don't want to do neon green again, so I want to do, I think, neon pink this time. I do want to get a whole butterfly in this if I can, just for the vibes. Like this, maybe? Maybe there. Okay. They will need a bit of a seam allowance as well, so I can't cut like exactly on it. And then we have these two. This is, I think, the top one, right? Yeah. This one's not going to have a full butterfly on it regardless. It's going to be there for vibes, basically. But that's okay. We can vibe with it. This one, the bottom wing, you won't see as much of it, but I get it will flap, so I guess we don't want it to be terrible. There we go. And I'd love to have like mostly a full butterfly on it, and I am tempted. Tempted by that. That's a nice shape though, I like that. But if I take that one there, I probably want to take here maybe? Okay. That feels okay. I'm just gonna go for it, you know? I'm just gonna go for it. So first of all, we're going to do a nice, again, this is an erasable pen. Do not fear. It looks scary because it's like a very strong black color, but it is erasable. It's fine. It will be it will be, what do you call it? Ironed at the end. Get that in there. That's the shape of that. This one, I did spy a butterfly that I kind of wanted to use. So this one's gonna be right in the corner, in here. But again, I spied something that I wanted to use. So here we are. And then the last one, it doesn't really matter as much for the last one. The last one's kind of okay wherever. I just sort of want to get some colors in maybe that the other ones haven't had. So maybe just putting it in the middle of these two would be good actually, since I feel like I've not had as much of the bright pink. And again, if there's any left over, not a problem. I can use that in other panels, and I'm okay with that. All right, cool. So now we need to take it out of the hoop. So what I want to do with this, I don't want to cut on those lines. I want to cut around those lines. So I'm going to do the small one first, and I kind of just want to create some cool shapes. So like sometimes it might mean like cutting with the butterfly, like here, like the butterfly there works well if I cut with it. And sometimes it might just be kind of going around where these are. So like this one's here, this one's here, this one's here. I just want to get some cool shapes in here. This one's the least important, arguably, but still. It's fun to give it a go. Give it a go and get some cool shapes in there. So it looks a little bit more raggedy. I don't want it to look too neat. I think that also kind of follows the bottom line there, which is nice. There's a little bum on there, but that's okay. Good, okay. One. That one's not gonna look too much like a butterfly though, and we sort of knew that. All right, this one, now I'm going to follow, again, some of the butterflies that are stitched around the outside. I'm going to follow where they are and just sort of cut with them. So like this one, for instance, I can cut with because it's right there. And then this one, unfortunately, the end is a little more hard to cut with them. That's okay. And then we've got like, get that there, get that there. And then shape that wing there. And then go in a little bit for the purple and out a little bit for this bit here. So that you get like kind of a raggedy looking wing, sort of. I guess doesn't sound very appealing, but that is what I want. I want more raggedy looking wings. So like there, that's cute. Is that gonna fall out? Yes, get rid of that. And then the last piece is here. Okay, let's get this one out. So this one I did kind of pick specifically because there is a shape here that I want to use, which is this one. Just kind of there. And it's nice, it makes it really obvious. And it leads nicely into the next one as well, which is good. I can use that to get to a point. And then that. And then that. Okay, cool. So these are our wings. I actually don't think I have enough left over. I've used a lot of it actually. I did kind of use everything we just made. That's pretty good, I like that. Okay, so now we've got, for wings, like, oh wait, is this one, which way up did this one go? I think mad, this way, okay. The wings, we've got this one here, and it's subtle, but you can kind of see that they're a butterfly. Actually, it's not going to show on the camera, is it? Let me show you on the other one. It's subtle, but I think you can kind of see that they're made out of butterflies. You can see like the butterfly shapes on them, because a couple of them do have like a full butterfly on them. So when you see them together and hopefully like moving together, you'll see that. Hopefully, that is the goal. We do need to iron these, and then these are done. We keep these separate. We actually don't stitch these to anything for now. We're going to take pictures of them on a blank background because I want to have them movable. So I just need to iron these to remove that pen, and then that's it. That's done. So yeah, like once you get past a certain stage, I feel like it feels like they do go really quickly. It's just that first stage is very slow. Let me do this. Yeah, there you go. Where's my plans? There they are. Because these will be this one, this one, and this one. There you go, like that, like that. Oh, but this one will be going behind this one. For the wings, for the little patchworky wings. Cute. I do think this color scheme will go good with, like, again, a blue body and then like a light pink lab coat. I think would be pretty cute. The eyes I'm gonna paint, so I'm gonna do those separately with painting. Yeah, I think as well, I apologize because I know this is a really short stream, but I'm starting to feel a little bit fatigued. Like I've only had like a 2 hours sleep. I should probably have a nap. So I've at least shown you a little bit of this. If I feel well enough later, I might jump on Discord or something, and in some channel somewhere and do some of it. But yeah, welcome Miss Tiny. GG's also brought good morning. I hope you're doing good. Thank you very much. Suddenly Jelly finished. No, not at all. Not finished, but I've done the wings, and the wings are kind of like a complicated part because the rest of the fabrics are just going to be like, here's the fabric, cut it out, done. Here's the fabric, cut it out, done. Whereas this one I had to actually make from scratch. So I show you the interesting one. Take a nap. No, that's going to demand you to take a nap. Genuinely. I will because I do need to. That being said, we are going to do Discord art share first. I'm going to have a little look at the art that people have been posting. I will only be going through stuff that's already been posted, just because I am a little sleepy and we can't do when people are posting as we are looking. So if you have anything and you haven't posted it, post it tomorrow. We'll be live again tomorrow. That being said, we have from Feathered Festival. This is what the potions look like. They have little warning labels on the back. The wealth one is the universe likes balance. If you gain, someone else loses, and it's not always someone who can afford to. There's one of my more serious ones. The absolute favour of the luck of the Irish. The warning on the back is that the luck had to come from somewhere, and now there's a very pissed off leprechaun looking for you. Oh, hell yeah. These are so cool. I mean, you're giving these away to people. This is amazing. Really, really cool. Hell yeah. Like, it's just sick. Like, really, really, really cool. They look absolutely gorgeous. These are like they are like fully finished pieces. I'm sure when you sell them, people are gonna absolutely love these as well, feathered. Like, I think people will really, really like them because they're really, really cool. Let me get a feathered shout out really quickly there. Hell yeah, very hecking cool. If we nip down to embroidery and stitchwork, we have from Saki, who has made some progress. God, actually that's a lot of progress, Saki. My gosh, that's actually a huge amount of progress. GG's. Wow, all these tiny little stitches and ombres and stuff, and it's looking really, really good as well. Really nice. I love all those little colors, and yeah, that's really, really beautiful. The little pink in there as well, stunning. I bet it, yeah, it's frustrating when you only have like a really small amount of a color to put in, but it looks really, really good. Really, really good. GG's. GG's, Saki. Well heckin' done. Very cool. If we nip down to the art category now, we have a couple things. Oh yeah, so Star is also doing Chromacore. Did two prompts in one day yesterday because it was away Saturday, and I'm really happy with how they both turned out. Here's their mushroom frog. Here's their mushroom frog. I love all the mushroom frogs. Give me so much joy because they're so fun. And then, oh, this is very cool. You got like with a more worm-like design, but honestly, it's a very fun spaceship design. Oh my god. It's very cool. It's very cool. Very different and very cool. Hell yeah, GG's on the spaceship design as well, Star. And then, sketch for today, your mad scientist. There they are. There they are, the mad scientist. Hell yeah. Oh, we're going for similar silhouettes, actually. Hell yeah, because we've both got, well, I guess bugs, isn't it? Bugs in it. It bugs. GG's. GG's. I look forward to seeing that finished as well. Well heckin' done, Star. Bottom left one's like a little condom either. They're trying so hard not to say you look at him, because that's rude. Oh, going through his arm at the moment. I finished up the art tech. Number 8. Character's name is Pigeon, and they're a porcelain jester without a mouth. Shifty. This is really, really cool. Well heckin' done. Well heckin' done. 8. You said you want to do 10 total, right? So close. You're so close. You've still got like a week and a bit to go. GG's, this is also very fun. Very, very fun. I really like this. It's a very fun design, actually. A porcelain jester. I love the split 50-50. It looks really, really nice. Hell yeah. GG Shifty. Well heckin' done on all the art fights that you've been doing. Hell yeah. And Cthulhu, these are some designs I've turned into stickers that are now available in my Ko-Fi shop. Hell yeah. And if you want to find the stores in this community, I don't remember. I think Cthulhu's in there. I don't know if their Ko-Fi is in there. I know one of their stores is in there. We might need to get their Ko-Fi at some point. But yeah, we had the market with the Artist Alley. Hell yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous Cthulhu. Absolutely stunning. We also have the Cthulhu shout out too, I should do. Get the Cthulhu shout out too. Very cool because they're a very talented crafter. They don't only make stickers, they also do quilting, they also do cross stitch, blackwork, they make their own fabrics. A very, very talented all-round crafter if you haven't gone and checked them out before. There you are. A lot of these people do also stream their arts and crafts. So if you want to watch people doing their arts and crafts while live, oh, Clen. I finally dug up my whips from the moving chaos and I found these pride socks you started last month. You should finish them. Oh, that is nice, Clen. That is very, very satisfying. I will be honest. Looks really, really nice. The layers look really, really nice. Very neat. Really, really pretty. Really pretty. Hell yeah. Just imagine how comfortable your feet will be this winter with your heckin' rainbow socks. Wait, I need the rainbow heart. Very important. Give them all the hearts. Just 1,000 hearts for you, Clen. But yeah, very heckin' cool. This looking really nice as well. Those layers are beautiful. Beautiful. And then we have from Lovey, who's been doing their bestie top. Hell yeah. Another one whose layers just look absolutely gorgeous. I really do like the colors you've picked. I like the colors you picked more than I like the original, like from the pattern. These are really, really nice. And again, it looks incredibly neat, incredibly neat. The layers are looking gorgeous. I think this is going to be absolutely stunning once you're done. Both Clen and Lovey do fiber work while live on Twitch. So if you want to go watch people who are doing fiber arts while live, definitely go check them out. They're very, very cool. Go send them some love. Go send them a follow. And then when we can, we like to finish Discord art share with pets. That's such a good photo though. What the heck? I just wiped that down, Momo. Oh my gosh. Long, a long bean. So long. Gonna run out the main character. You have a plan. I believe in you. I believe in you and your arts and craft planning. There's such a nice photo though. I think it's because of all the colors in the background and everything. It's like, and everything's so neat and organized, and then there's just Momo. That's like such a nice picture. Just a lovely picture. He's grown again? Refuses to stop. Only grow. Only get bigger, Momo. Hell yeah. I am gonna go take a nap. I'll be honest. I am very, very sleepy. So I am going to go have a little bit of a rest. We should be back tomorrow though, full force, doing more crafts. It doesn't matter. To be clear, there is a chance tonight we get knocked out of Chroma Core. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We will continue crafting regardless. I'm going to be doing all, I never expected to get in the first place, and I always plan to do all 30 prompts. We'll just keep going. We just keep going. Maybe with a little less pressure if that happens. So don't worry. If we do get knocked out, it's all fine. Stream tomorrow will be exactly the same as it would have been before. Nothing changes on our end except less pressure. Dear. Although to be fair, I have been really enjoying a lot of the feedback I've been getting from the other artists and stuff like that. So I'd miss the feedback and the competitiveness, because I do like being competitive. I'm a competitive human, but I'll still be doing the embroideries regardless. So yeah, as far on your end at least, nothing will change. So yeah, we should be back tomorrow with more of that. That being said, do you want to raid into another sleepy artist? Do you want to raid a sleepy artist? Because Slazy is live right now, and I very rarely get to raid Slazy. because Slazy is normally ended by the time that I'm like looking to raid. So Slazy, by the way, very, very talented artist. They have a really cool art style. They do like almost like a collage, like eclectic, like you'll see what they're working on. They have a lot of different things going on in the same canvases a lot of the time. So you get these really beautiful, colorful pieces that all come together at the end. It's gorgeous. The art that Slazy makes is absolutely gorgeous. You're gonna absolutely love it. If you haven't met Slazy before, you are in for a treat. That being said, let me get a raid set up so that we can all go across. Hell yeah, they're very, very, very good artists. A very good artist. If you haven't met them before as well, I'll do them a shout out in case you get left behind. If you would like a raid call, here is one. Here is another, just a wonderful way of sending some hype to another artist. I will have to go to bed relatively soon after the raid because, God, I haven't slept. But that's okay. I will let you know later in the Discord how things are coming along. I'll just give you some updates. I mean, I'm going to be chipping away at it anyway. I'll have a rest and then get back to you of like, this is where we're at this stage, this is where we're at this stage. And yeah, I'll let you know. Hopefully we get some of it done. We'll see. We'll see. It might just be that it's a tweened piece and that's okay. That's okay. I'll get as much done as I can. And the other thing as well is I can always do more of it after Chroma Core is over or a different day if I have more time. I'd be like to be like Momo, yeah, just flopped off across the desk. Hell yeah. Thank you everyone for keeping me company. Apologies for my sleepy brain today. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your time and have a lovely, lovely time with Slazy. I think you will. A very, very talented artist. I see no reason that you will not enjoy yourself over there, especially if you've not met them before. It's a heck of a good time. Also, if you haven't,